Well, state championship playoff football brings us back again to the Hanover Wildcats. And here in Hanover, it is a bi-district championship game against Madison on a gorgeous night for football. Just enough of a cloud cover to barely see the moon trying to peek through. Otherwise, it is nearly perfect. Hardly any wind to speak of. And for Election Day, November 4th, I think every football fan here will take it. The Hanover Wildcats come in number 1 ranked in 8-man Division I. They'll face a Madison team that is 7-2. Tonight we'll look at this matchup, certainly, as we get closer to kickoff. We'll also take a look around the TVL, the Mid-East League, the North Central Kansas League at some games that will be taking place in playoff action both tonight and coming up on Friday evening. Along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fanceller, Rocky Downing with you from Hanover High School as the Wildcats play host tonight to Madison. Bi-district championship play. Our pregame will continue next.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Bruna Implement Company knows Case IH innovations do more than solve everyday problems. They maximize output while saving your operation money. That's why they continue to offer proven, efficient, and reliable solutions. Be ready with Case IH innovations like the axial flow rotor, quad track technology, advanced farming systems, and an SCR-only emissions solution. Because it's not an innovation until it changes your bottom line. For the best in farming equipment, visit Bruna Implement Company at any of their 5 locations.
Roofing isn't the only thing Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement knows how to do. They also specialize in siding and windows for residential and commercial buildings. Only the highest quality and most durable products for your home at the most competitive prices are offered to ensure lasting workmanship and beauty. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has been established for over 30 years, serving North Central Kansas. Look at their range of siding and window options online at geislerroofing.com.
Are your vehicle's tires ready for winter? Head to the Pony Express Service Center, located on Highway 36 south of Hanover, for a new set of tires to give you a better grip on the road. Their services include a full line of tires, gasoline, and diesel fuel, and the Pony Express Service Center will deliver their fuel to your farm or business. Have their mechanics check your battery, antifreeze, wiper blades, and lights. The folks at the Pony Express Service Center are strong supporters of the Hanover Wildcats.
And again, Hanover Wildcat pregame continues on KCLY as we come back to Hanover. Before we look at this matchup against Madison for the Wildcats, let's take a look around the KCLY community at state championship playoff football that it does begin tonight. Let's start in 8-man, and from the Twin Valley League, Axtell will be at home tonight in 8-man Division II as they get a chance to host a playoff game tonight. Interesting note on Axtell this year, their only loss to a Kansas team was to Hanover. That was the opening game of the season, you'll remember. And Axtell, since that time, has only had one other loss, but that was to a Missouri team. Everybody else in the state of Kansas they have faced this year, they have been able to move through. They are playing tonight at home and taking on Sylvan Grove in the opening round. We'll jump to Class 3A for tonight's matchups, and you see Centralia back at it in the state championships, now a 3A school. It's a little weird to get used to Centralia, Washington County, both playing in those 3A district games, and tough for the Tigers to have missed out on a playoff opportunity after really a great season, and then it came down to a point tiebreaker in their district with Marysville and Riley County and Minneapolis, and Riley County and Minneapolis both getting through. The Riley County Falcons, no big prize to make it to the playoffs. They have to go out to Norton, an undefeated Blue Jays team. That game kicking off same time as here at 6 p.m. Minneapolis out of that district at 6-3 is hosting as district champions the Beloit Trojans. Not a real prize there either when you think about it, what Beloit's history has been as of late, but they are a 6-3 squad for this season. So those are your Tuesday night matchups around the KCLY community and from the TVL. And then on Friday night, the Valley Heights Mustangs will get an opportunity to play in the postseason as they will play Friday evening. As mentioned, they go on the road to Troy. And then you also have Wamego and Concordia from the North Central Kansas League, and they will both be playing at home. Those are Friday night matchups in their first round games. A little different setup. A lot of the Thursday, Tuesday matchups that used to be across the board from 8-man through 4A has, changed scopes now with the 4A Division 1 and 2 split up. And so those Thursday, Tuesdays have become Friday matchups. And the first rounds of their playoffs do take place this coming weekend. For the Hanover Wildcats, a win tonight would put them into a Saturday matchup against the winner of Udall and Uniontown. We'll look at the matchup they have here this evening against Madison. And we come back with more of your Hanover Wildcat pregame on KCOY.
Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover supports the Hanover Wildcats. As you might suppose, the blooms include fresh arrangements, silks, and green plants. And the Beyond includes sports collectibles such as football photo frames, license plates, gifts for hunting enthusiasts, perpetual calendars, candles by Sugar Shack, and holiday home decor by Honey and Me. You'll get loads of inspiration for your home holiday decorating when you shop at Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover.
From birth and routine checkups to emergency care and rehab services, the Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic is a place where residents experience a lifetime of health care. It's a small community hospital that takes pride in who they are and those they serve. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic also supports the Hanover Wildcats in all their academic and athletic endeavors. They encourage everyone to cheer on the student athletes in the classroom, on the court, on the field, and in the community. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic are proud fans of the Hanover Wildcats.
At Sapp Brothers, they pride themselves on the high level of service they provide and their ability to meet their customers' special fueling needs. From bulk gasoline and diesel to propane and oil delivery, Sapp Brothers is a fuel source to residents and businesses alike in Marshall and Washington counties. They can deliver a variety of bulk fuels to where you need it, at your home or out in the field. Contact them for a competitive fuel quote. Call their Hanover office at 337-2446.
When your business is agriculture, you want a banking partner behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are bad years. We're here for them all. Agriculture is the backbone of our local economy. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
The Hanover Wildcats pregame continues as we are about 7.5 minutes away from the captains at least taking the field and probably getting this game underway against Madison here on a Tuesday night by-district championship. For the Hanover Wildcats, certainly no stranger to the postseason. They have made a postseason appearance in the playoff era for 22 different seasons. They have won a state championship in 1979. They won it again in 2008. Most recently in 2009, they were also a runner-up in 2007. You probably will remember. Last year, their playoff run came to a close in the semifinals against B&B, and it's an interesting note between these two teams that are playing tonight as Hanover fell to B&B in the semifinals, a game that we did here on KCOY. It was a barn burner through a half, and then things just kind of turned in a bad direction for the Wildcats to close down what was a terrific season once again last year in the semis of 8-man Division 2. Last year, the really only common opponent you can, well, there's two, I guess, if you break down last year to this year, but it was a B&B win for Madison over the Falcons last year to open up 2013, and then they eventually lost to Osborne in their state championship run, who would go on to win the state title at Newton Field last year. They were a winner moving through in 2013. So there are some ties for these two teams as they move into the 2014 state championship playoff situation. The Hanover Wildcats, the Madison squad, just getting the starting lineups announced. That means we're about ready for the color guard to bring our nation's colors out and pause for our national anthem.
Running your business is a challenge. Getting insurance shouldn't be. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance, and we know you have many decisions to make every day. You don't need to be tied up worrying about business and commercial auto insurance. We can insure your company vehicle or fleet easily. We have the right coverage for your company, giving you the protection you need. Visit Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville for your business and commercial auto coverage.
Valley Vet celebrates Veterans Day by holding a boot sale with 20% off in-stock styles. Come in November 7th through 10th for amazing prices on the boot brands you know and trust. Durango, Timberland Pro, Ariat, Justin, Double H, Wolverine, and Red Wing shoes. Sale is limited to regular priced merchandise and styles already on hand. You're going to love the selection, from work boots to dress boots, and now 20% off during the Veterans Day boot sale at Valley Vet in Marysville.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Or-Ow Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Farmers Cooperative Hanover take this opportunity to extend their good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats. See the Farmers Cooperative for a full line of products and services, from fuel to feed, agronomy to tires, and grain to lubricants. They have it all. Their goal is to make your operation more profitable. Farmers Cooperative, with added locations now in Herkimer, Marysville, and Bremen.
Farmers Cooperative, investing in our owners' success.
And investing in our youth.
The national anthem performed by the 4th and 5th graders here from Hanover schools, and job well done, along with the Sons of the Legion color guard presenting the nation's colors. Both teams now on the sidelines, and we're not far away from seeing them head out for the captain's meeting, and we'll find out who will get a chance to touch the football first in this matchup tonight between the Madison Bulldogs and your Hanover Wildcats. Let's look at the starting lineups tonight. First for the Hanover Wildcats, Andrew Bruna in the backfield. You talk about no stranger to the postseason. Well, this team is no stranger. A senior-laden squad. I mean, look at what they bring out on the field. Bruna, 6'1", 180, a senior. Preston Juneman at running back, 6 foot, 180, a senior. The ends, Evan Zabatrisky, 6'3", 195, and a senior. Hunter Nicholson, 6'1", 180, and a senior. And then across the front row, the center is Jaden Bruna, 6'3", 195, and a senior. Austin Diedrich, 6'2", and 190. And then Adam Zarbanitsky at 6'1" and 175. So that's how the Hanover Wildcats will start in this football game. Certainly more weapons to be brought in throughout the evening. The offense for Madison, if you're not familiar with the Bulldogs, they come in at 7-2 on the season. Madison will be kicking off, by the way, to start this football game, so Hanover will have the football to begin. But the Madison Bulldog offense really centers around Tylan Coe. He's over 1,000-yard rusher. In fact, they have 2,000-plus yard rushers, but Coe had 7 touchdowns last week in their final district game. Owen Reed, the other 1,000-plus guy, Dustin Stutzman, is their quarterback, and it's predominantly a run-based team for Madison. So that's what Hanover will be facing here this evening as we get set to go on a bi-district championship game from Hanover. The Wildcats on the field with their return team ready to work. Madison's still in a huddle right now. There's still some time to count down on the clock here before they do get this underway. The officials are meeting at midfield. Gives us a chance to take one more 30-second break. Your kickoff is coming up next.
What the heck is a firewall?
What's the difference between SD and HD TV?
How much data should I have on my cell phone plan?
How do I hook my tablet up to the internet?
Where do all these cords for my new computer go?
For answers to all your burning questions, look to your local telecommunications provider, Blue Valley Telecommunications, providing phone, internet, TV, cellular, and so much more. Now offering IT support and consulting for your business.
Number 12. Back once again in Hanover. We are just about ready for this opening kickoff. Owen Reed is the place kicker for the Bulldogs of Madison, who come in at 7-2. Long road trip up north. We were talking with their broadcast crew earlier, and from down around out of Emporia is where the broadcast crew is, and they were talking about pushing the Nebraska border as they made their way here to Hanover. Of course, a short trip for Wildcat fans here to get set to work on this Tuesday night. Back deep, Matthew White for the Hanover Wildcats. And your bi-district championship game on KCOY is underway. The kick is going to angle toward the goal line and bounce through. It will be a touchback for the Hanover Wildcats as they will take the field here against Madison to open up this 2014 postseason run. And Hunter Nicholson, the end along with Evan Zabatrisky on the other side of that offensive line. And then Andrew Bruna, the quarterback, Preston Juneman. You'll see back there running the football a lot. Cody Reinsdorf will be a big part of that offense as well on the offensive side. And you see Reinsdorf and Juneman behind Andrew Bruna as we get set to work opening snap for the Hanover Wildcats. Bruno will turn right and will option out to Juneman to the right side. He will run into a pack and be knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Maybe a gain of 1 as he tried to edge across the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. So first play to the right, little option from Bruno to Juneman with Ringsdorf in the mix, and it would be a gain of 1. Hanover back to huddle. Just underway here on, again, what is a perfect night for football. You could not have drawn it up better for November 4th. Now it's a split field with Ringsdorf out of the backfield slotted right. Bruno moving left, nobody there. He tucks it and runs it up the middle. Busted play, it looked like, for Hanover. And Madison really bottled it up inside. It'll be a gain of maybe 3, though. So 3rd down, and we can call it 6. Actually, maybe a gain of 4. 3rd down, a long 5. They're almost on the 20-yard line. The football may almost be touching the 20 at that line of scrimmage. So they spread the field a little bit. Looked like they were trying to go left to Juneman on a pitch, and Bruno looked up and really had nobody there and tucked it and ran it right up the middle. Same formation, slot to the right, one back behind Bruno. 3rd down and a long 5 yards. Long snap count. He's working it left. Now he does pitch it to Juneman left side. He will turn the guns on and 1st down and more. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Actually, the 36. Juneman caught that on the pitch left, and he got the corner, and when he did, the wheels took off, and Hanover will take it almost to the midfield stripe as they get across the 35, 1st down and 10 on a 3rd and 5 play. So Juneman stopped going right on the pitch. They came back left, and the second time he touched the football, a big yardage for the Wildcats. Hanover will send Juneman now wide to the right side, keeping Ringsdorf in the backfield, and Bruno goes to a shotgun formation with the receiver to the left. That's Hunter Nicholson split out. Pitch, or the pass is there. Short pass left to Ringsdorf. Good yardage. He will shake and bake by one tackler. Stays on his feet to the 30-yard line of the Madison Bulldogs. Looked like they had him wrapped up after about a 7 or 8 yard gain. And he got by the first wave and then made the second guy miss completely before they ran him out of bounds at the 31 of Madison. It'll be 1st and 10. So a pass play left, a little short, little bubble route that time, just out in the flats to Ringsdorf, and he had big yardage downfield to the 31 of the Madison Bulldogs. 10:59 to work, just underway here in this opening quarter, and they send in motion Ringsdorf out of the backfield. Bruno turns, pitches that direction. Juneman has a couple of blockers in front, now cuts it upfield down near the 25-yard line. Tough spot yards at the end of that run. You see Coe, one of the running backs you'll see on the offensive side for Madison with the tackle. Also in on the play was number 88, Rayburn, for the Bulldogs, and it will be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. So Hanover off to a great start. You see Andrew Bruno over to talk with Coach Matt Hoyer on the sideline before coming back to the huddle. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Football now at the Hanover 26-yard line. Tight formation this trip. They'll split backs behind Bruno. In motion out of the backfield now again is Ringsdorf. Juneman alone in the backfield. Back to pass. Bruno stands in the pocket. Pump fakes. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Pass some open field now toward the middle of the gridiron. He'll take it across the 20. That's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as he moves it near the 18-yard line. Came back to pass. Ball fake once and had some pressure, and he looked up, and the whole left side of that field was open. They closed it from the outside in, so he cut it up the middle to get the sure 1st down. And the Wildcats, with 10:03 on this opening quarter clock, have a 1st and 10 again, and they move it to the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs. Now, Madison big on the front row. They have a guy that will stand out on either side of the football field at 6'5" and 248. That was Rayburn, made the tackle earlier we talked about. Here's Bruno. Is going to fake it now. Breaks the tackle to the 10, to the 5. Cuts it inside. Touchdown, Wildcat. Andrew Bruno finds the end zone, and the Wildcats go up here early, 6-0, and the conversion on the way next. Bruno had some space to the right with a couple of blockers out in front of him. I know Zapatrisky, one of those on the right side, and then he got by one tackler, and there was one man left at about the 3-yard line. He cut toward the goal line and was untouched. So now for the 2-point conversion, Hanover lines up with Bruno under center, Ringsdorf and Juneman behind him. 6-0 Hanover. A little bobbled snap, back to pass it. Fires back of the end zone and overthrows Zapatrisky in the back of the zone, back near the goalpost. But Hanover strikes early. They lead 6-0, 9:37 left, opening quarter. Hanover kicks it off when we come back.
The lights go out, the tents light up, the music blasts, lasers beam around the room. It's Cosmic Bowling, the most novel way to have fun in the entertainment galaxy. Cosmic Bowling is Friday and Saturday nights starting at 10 p.m. at Landau Lanes. Come in where it's nice and warm and enjoy a cold beverage and some hot food. Make Cosmic Bowling the fun highlight of your weekend. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to midnight. Landau Lanes in Marysville.
Ron Duneman is the owner and operator of R.L. Duneman Construction of Hanover, and his expertise comes from many years of heavy equipment and dirt moving experience. He really knows what he's doing. His work is amazingly accurate, wasting no time in getting your waterways, terraces, and ponds built, plus you'll clear trees. He has done work throughout the entire KCLY listening area, and his rates are reasonable. Call Ron Duneman at 747-6623. That's 747-6623.
Preston Juneman to kick it off for Hanover, who leads 6-0 now. The kick's going to be taken back at around the 6-yard line. Return toward the middle now. Starts right. He's going to be caught from behind and brought down near the sideline. The tackle made, trying to get a number on the tackle out there that was made on the left sideline, and it would be Gavin Byer. No, correction, that is Adams Arvinisky. Thank you. Help from Coach Losey here next to me with the spot on the call. Appreciate it. First down and 10, Madison has the football. Again, two running backs that have gone over 1,000 yards on the season. The guys that will be looked for by the Hanover defense is a run up the middle, and it'll be a short yardage play, a gain of maybe 2 on the carry. Ethan Fritchie credited with the tackle right up the middle that time. Austin Diedrich, Ethan Fritchie, Evan Zabatrisky across the front row. The linebackers, Preston Juneman and Cody Ringsdorf. The corners are Hunter Nicholson for the Wildcats and Devin Juneman. And the safety is Adam Zarvanitsky. Here's a run to the left side. Big fella's going to be pulled down as the carry went wide left that trip. And a tackle made by Devin Juneman, but a pretty good carry to the outside by the big fella, Tyler Coe. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Hanover defense trying to stop on their first opportunity after the Wildcat offense drove downfield from their own 15 on the touchback and then converted 1 third down. After that, it was almost first down good, and first down in. Back to pass first time, rolling right, fired out to the outside, incomplete pass. Hunter Nicholson on coverage. It'll be 4th down now and 5 for Madison, who won't pass often with 2,000-yard plus yard runners. That's obviously what they don't want to do, but on 3rd down and 5 to go to the air. You see them working during pregame quite a bit throwing the football, so I don't know if it's something they've seen they think they may have to do or want to try to do. Trey Losey back to receive for the Hanover Wildcats as they come after the punt. The kick is away, and it's a high one. Losey's going to take it back at his own 14-yard line. Return toward the right, cuts against the grain. He'll be brought down by 2 Madison Bulldogs, but a return that's taken out to the 24-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will take over their second offensive possession. They lead 6-0. Wildcats with the football and a 6-0 lead. So they stopped 3 and out on Madison's first offensive possession. It was 8:19 to work here in the opening quarter. They reclaim the football and begin this drive from their own 24. It's 9 yards better than their last opening drive. Bruna goes in under center, 2 backs split behind. Ringsdorf and Juneman. Bruna takes it left. He wants to pass. Back in the pocket. He is being tracked down, and he's going to be taken down deep in the backfield. This will be a huge loss, as it is Justin Rayburn who comes up with the sack. Bruna ball faked the pitch, dropped back, and was looking downfield and really didn't have much time to make a decision, and by the time he tried to tuck it, Rayburn was right on top of him. Again, a figure without pads earlier. We saw them warming up Rayburn at 6'5" and 248, and certainly in pads, something a person that you don't miss on the football field. And he didn't miss on his take on Bruna that time. 7:42 to work, opening period. Now the Wildcats face the 2nd down and long. Bruna under center. He will drop to pass it again. Sets up in the pocket. Again, trouble finding players downfield. Now tucks it and runs to the sideline. There's the 25. There's a 30. 35-yard line. Midfield stripe it out of bounds. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Andrew Bruno with the scramble out of the backfield. And then he just weaved his way through a couple of blocks and eventually across the midfield line and knocked it out of bounds at the 37. There is a penalty flag down near the end of that run. And the call is holding against Hanover. Right in front of the Hanover sideline, right at the midfield stripe, and almost when Bruno was about to step out of bounds is where the flag was thrown. Did not see the play. But this will move what would have been 1st and 10 back inside the 30-yard line, and so now 2nd down. So instead of 1st and 10 in Madison territory, the Wildcats have 2nd down and 6. Good news, though, instead of 2nd down and 20, where they were before, they're at 2nd down and 6 after a big gain by Bruno, despite the holding call. So Hanover has it 2nd down and 6 yards to go, 7:24 to work. We're in this first period. Hanover leads at 6-0. They empty the backfield. 3 receivers staggered left. Bruno out of the gun now. Rolls that way, wanting to run it behind those blockers. He'll turn the corner. 1st down, it looks like from here as he goes out of bounds. The mark right on the 35-yard line. That would be enough. 1st and 10 Hanover as Andrew Bruno moves the sticks here on a play to the left side. They just loaded everybody up on the 3 receivers left, and Bruno just got the shotgun snap, took it that way, ran right behind those 3, and picked up 1st down yardage. Needed 6, probably got 7. 1st and 10 as Hanover nears midfield again. They have it at their own 35. 6-0 Wildcat lead here, opening period. Hanover now has Ringsdorf and Juneman just off the right side behind Zavatrisky as Bruno goes under center, and he's back to pass. Rolls right, sets, fires downfield, has a receiver, pass is caught. And that'll be at the 34-yard line of Madison as Preston Juneman hauls it in, and the Wildcats move the flags again downfield. That time, Bruno stood in there with pressure coming and was able to see his receiver running the out to the sideline and put it on the money. Juneman caught it, was banged immediately, but held on. And the Wildcats have a 1st and 10. Clock stops at 7:12 with the pass catch and then being knocked out of bounds. Plus, they had to move the chains along with all that. Matthew White now a slot receiver to the right side. Zavatrisky split out wide right. Bruno has Ringsdorf standing just to his right in the backfield. High snap, tipped up, picked up by Bruno. Now he'll step and fire downfield near the goal line. It's up for grabs, and Evan Zavatrisky just became a wide receiver that converted to a defensive back in a heartbeat. That ball was underthrown. If you go back to the snap on this thing, it was a high snap, and Andrew went up and tapped it in the air, came down with it, took a shot toward the goal line, but it ended up kind of floating to about the 10-yard line. Zavatrisky was inside the 5, and he came back immediately and broke well on the football and knocked down what would have been an interception. Instead, it'll be Hanover's football, 2nd down 10. Bruno near the sideline for the call. Now runs back to his huddle. He'll send 2 receivers left. Nicholson split off the line. Ringsdorf stays in the backfield. And it's going to be a run by Bruno left side. Now catches his feet, gets across the 25 of Madison, deep in the Bulldog territory, and Andrew Bruno was nearly tripped about 3 yards into that run and just kind of staggered but kept his feet and then had open space, and he takes it downfield for another 1st and 10 for Hanover. 1st down 10, it's at the 22-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1st down 10 for Hanover. In from the sideline, Austin Diedrich back in for the Wildcats, and now we have a timeout taken by Hanover. Like personnel they didn't have in as they wanted. Timeout on the field. Hanover leads at 6-0, driving again here in the opening quarter when we come back.
The best place to eat when you want some amazing homemade cooking is Ricky's Cafe in Hanover. They serve up plates of your favorite comfort foods and put a twist on some tried and true recipes that will bring you back for more. Come help them celebrate 50 years in business and count on many more. Ricky's Cafe is also happy to cater your next big event with their delicious menu options. They are glad to cater any special occasion throughout the entire area. Call on Ricky's Cafe in Hanover.
Hanover leads it here in the opening period. A timeout taken on the field. The Wildcats Andrew Bruno would take in the first score of the ball game, and now trying to march it back downfield for another score. His first run was 18 yards, and the Wildcats would not get the extra point or the 2-point conversion through, but now they get the football right back after forcing a 3-and-out on Madison. This drive started back at their own 24. Pretty time-consuming drive right now for Hanover. First down 10, 6:46 to work. Wildcats put Juneman and Zabatrisky to the right side. Ringstorff beside Bruno with Nicholson left. There's a fake run. Now step back to throw, not there. Bruno's going to now take it and run it upfield. Bounces off one, runs through another. Down inside the 20-yard line goes Andrew Bruno, picking up about 4 yards. And Madison doing a good job covering downfield. They've completed the one pass to Juneman, but outside of that, Bruno, when he's dropped back, has really had no time to make a throw anywhere because, well, he's actually had a little bit of time, but the coverage downfield has forced him to typically have to scramble and run it, which he's done a tremendous job with. Second down 7 for the Wildcats here. Tight formation. Snap to Bruno. Starts to run it right side. Now he will stay in the backfield. Shakes off a tackler. Puts his head down. Trying to get near the 15. He will gain maybe 1 or 2. Tough yardage that time in the middle against the Madison Bulldogs. Gain of 2. Third down and 5. Football just outside the 15-yard line for Hanover. Madison big on the interior. I mentioned Rayburn, but they've got 235 at the middle, 248 on both sides. Third down 5 here for Hanover. 5.5 to work, first period. Bruno goes in under center with Ringstorff behind. Third down. Works it left, pitches out. Ringstorff on the left side. Has the first down. He has some more inside the 5. Dives forward. They'll say he was out of bounds, evidently, inside the 5. I thought he had more on top of that run. But Cody Ringstorff taking it downfield off a pitch to his left. And really, the Wildcats have had as much success pitching left as they have running the football anywhere else outside of Bruno's scrambles from the backfield. First down and goal. Now the football at the 5-yard line. So obviously Ringstorff stepped out. He certainly dove closer to the goal line than that. Left foot evidently planting out of bounds. First and goal at the 5. Nicholson wide left. Ringstorff goes in motion. Empty backfield for Bruno under center. Quarterback cheap through the middle. And near the 3-yard line, he may have gotten there. Rayburn then sends him backwards. And it will be second down and goal as the football was gained just a yard forward. It's second and goal at the 4. Preston Juneman back into the game for Hanover. Zabatrisky will go tight end right. Ringstorff starts behind his quarterback, Bruno, along with Juneman behind him. The two-back stack behind Bruno in a tight formation. He will pitch it out right side to Juneman. Gets one block from Ringstorff. Now breaks the tackle near the goal line. Is he in? No call. Looked like the left arm or the left shoulder had gotten really, really close. It'll be third down and goal, but he's at about the 1-yard line. Very close for Juneman when he bounced off the first hit before being tackled. Thought maybe he had gotten in, but called just short with 4:19 to work here, first period. Hanover trying to go up by 2 scores. They lead 6-0. Third down and just inside a yard to go. Bruno goes under center. Almost pulled him off sides. He's hit immediately. Now tries to lean left and go forward. No signal from the officials. Hanover thought they were in. The officials say no, and it's fourth and goal. Now a half yard left to go. So fourth down and goal for the Wildcats. Bruno was hit immediately, but he leaned left behind his line and looked like there was a surge. But the officials saying he was down before they got the football to the goal line. It is just about to touch the paint here in Hanover. The nose of that football. Bruno under center one more time. He will pitch it left. Juneman cuts against the grain near the goal line, and he is going to be touchdown Hanover. Preston Juneman goes in from a half yard out, and the Wildcats now lead 12-0. Well, I got to give Madison some credit. I thought Juneman was going to go in untouched, and he almost held him near the goal line as he cut outside, but he was able to get forward motion and across and fall in for the 6 points. Hanover will now line up the 2-point conversion here as they lead 12-0 in this first period. 3:19 to work. Nicholson left, Sabatrisky right. Also off to the wing right is both Ringstorff and Juneman. Andrew Bruna under center. Back to pass for the 2 points. Stands in the pocket. Now in some trouble. Backs up. Fires back at the end zone. It is going to be incomplete. Nearly a great catch. Bruna getting hit as he released. Juneman almost bringing it down. But the Wildcats lead it 12-0. 3:19 to work. We're in the first quarter in Hanover. Bi-district championship play will continue on KCLY.
Is your furnace as efficient as it should be? Make sure it is with a call to Hanover Electric. With highly qualified, experienced electricians and servicemen, Hanover Electric will sell and service heating and air conditioning units, plus they can do all types of plumbing work. They're the ones to call for residential, commercial, and industrial electrical work, and for plumbing, refrigerants, trenching, and backhoe work. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently. They look forward to serving you.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
Preston Juneman get his second chance at kicking off here for the Wildcats. That's after Juneman took it in from about a half yard out for the touchdown. Wildcats lead 12-0. Kick taken back at about the 8-yard line. Return out across the 20 to the 25. And finally, but the ball comes loose, but the whistle was blowing. It sounded like from here, Hanover thought maybe they had gotten there. This will go to, this will be Madison Bulldog football. 28-yard line for Madison as they will take over the football here. The tackle on the special teams made by Ryan Meyer that time for Hanover. 12-0, 3:12 to go, first quarter. This has been a while, it seems like, since Madison's had the football. It was quiet the first time. It won't be here. There's a first down run by the big fella getting outside. That is Coe. We talked about Tylen Coe. He had 7 touchdown runs last week in the game alone. He's gone well beyond 1,000 yards on the season. He goes out near the midfield stripe here on his first run on this series, and Madison has their first down as they move it to the 39, still on their end of the field. So 1st and 10. Madison, Stutzman, the quarterback, back beside him. He'll hand off. Wildcats trying to bring down. Ringstorff finally does make the tackle, but this is Owen Reed who was able to run right side. And the pace of Madison obviously picked up after the first down run by Coe. They were ready to roll as soon as the play clock went back into motion, and they get 8 yards on that carry from Reed. 2nd down and 2. The football now inside Hanover territory for the first time at the Wildcats' 32-yard line. Offensive line for Madison sprinting to the football. Stutzman alone to the that's Coe. They direct snap, outside run, and a good tackle in the open field that time by Adam Zarbanitsky, but it will be enough for a first down. They do that a lot, and seeing their offense earlier warming up, Tylen Coe will line up as the running back. Yes, their version of the Wildcat formation. That seems to be a very popular term when you put a back in the backfield, but they do that a lot, it seems like, and this one's successful to get first down and 10 to the Hanover 28-yard line. So Madison trying to answer for the first time. Rayburn, the big fellow, left side, and they actually put an extra on the left. Now a penalty flag before the play gets going. It appears will be against Madison procedure call, and that'll bump them back 5 yards, 1st and 15. Hanover Wildcats got an early touchdown from Andrew Bruna of 18 yards, and Preston Juneman capped off a long, time-consuming drive in this quarter for Hanover, and his first touchdown of the game. Both 2-point conversions failed. The Wildcats lead 12-0. Madison with the football. Talked about the pace of play. Now they've taken a long time after that penalty. Now quick snap. Coe back to pass it. fires out in the flats, has a receiver. That's the big fella Rayburn we were talking about. Justin Rayburn makes the catch, is brought down near the sideline. It's a gain that gets back their penalty yardage and about 3 more on top of that, so second down 7. It'll be a gain of 8. With Highland Cove, who doesn't have many numbers when you look at yardage passing. Most of that does come from Stutzman, but really on the season, around 300 yards total passing offense is what you've seen Madison do this year. Second down 7. Madison moving the football in this drive, and now back to pass to Stutzman, being chased by Fritchie. Turns the right side, knocked out of bounds by Juneman, and it will be a gain of another 3. No, not that much. Gain of maybe 1. We'll call it third down, and now still about 7 yards to go. Hitting toward the sideline and evidently directly out of bounds before he tried to vault forward. There are 2 straight pass plays, one 8 yards, this one not much there. Stutzman making the pass this trip. Minute 24 to go, first quarter. Third down now, third down 7 for the Bulldogs, and they call a timeout. Stutzman went in under center and immediately stood up, did not like what he saw. He may not have liked the look of Ethan Fritchie on the other side as he was up over the football. 12-0, Hanover leads it. Third down 7, Madison with the timeout when we come back here on KCOY.
Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover supports the Hanover Wildcats. As you might suppose, the Blooms include fresh arrangements, silks, and green plants. And the Beyond includes sports collectibles such as football photo frames, license plates, gifts for hunting enthusiasts, perpetual calendars, candles by Sugar Shack, and holiday home decor by Honey and Me. You'll get loads of inspiration for your home holiday decorating when you shop at Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover.
Hanover Wildcats out to a 12-0 start here in the opening period. A minute 24 left. Madison, though, trying to answer on their second offensive possession. The first possession was 3 and outs and a punt force, but now they have driven inside of the Hanover end of the field. They have it at the Wildcat 25-yard line. Third down 7, and a timeout just taken here by the Madison Bulldogs. Hanover on defense. Madison takes it, little counter play, and it is read perfectly by Ethan Fritchie as they went to the direction left with their offense, and then it came back right, and the Hanover Wildcats certainly staying at home on that one, and fourth down 11, they're going to lose 4 yards. Fritchie that time got outside, and there was no chance for the back, as again they tried to counter it to Braden Livers, and he looked up and saw 69 and just kind of folded. Fourth down, 11 yards to go. Football now back at about the 29-yard line. First quarter, 48 seconds left. Madison will have to run a play if they get one off. And this is the second timeout taken for the Bulldogs, almost back-to-back. Fourth down, 11. Madison at the Hanover 29. Wildcats lead 12-0 when we return.
Are your vehicle's tires ready for winter? Head to the Pony Express Service Center, located on Highway 36 south of Hanover, for a new set of tires to give you a better grip on the road. Their services include a full line of tires, gasoline, and diesel fuel, and the Pony Express Service Center will deliver their fuel to your farm or business. Have their mechanics check your battery, antifreeze, wiper blades, and lights. The folks at the Pony Express Service Center are strong supporters of the Hanover Wildcats.
From birth and routine checkups to emergency care and rehab services, the Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic is a place where residents experience a lifetime of health care. It's a small community hospital that takes pride in who they are and those they serve. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic also supports the Hanover Wildcats in all their academic and athletic endeavors. They encourage everyone to cheer on the student athletes in the classroom, on the court, on the field, and in the community. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic are proud fans of the Hanover Wildcats.
Out of the Bulldog timeout, 4th and 11, they're going to throw it. Stutzman downfield. It's picked off by the Wildcats. Hanover maybe off to the races. Right sideline. Zarbanitsky knocked it out of bounds at about the 20 or 34-yard line of Madison. But Adam Zarbanitsky stepping in front of the pass downfield. A little pressure from Zabatrisky coming in the backfield at the quarterback Stutzman. And then Adam Zarbanitsky takes it down, and Hanover denies the drive by the Bulldogs. It's Hanover football. Just outside of ending this opening quarter, 36 seconds left, and with a 12-0 lead, they'll have possession now at the Bulldogs' 34-yard line. First down 10, Hanover sends White and Zabatriski to the right side. Ringsdorf stands beside Andrew Bruna from the gun. He's back to pass. Has some time. This trip downfield for White, it's going to be nearly picked off and then nearly caught on the tip. It will be incomplete after all that's said, and we will have another play, at least one in this quarter. 31 seconds remaining. Looking for scores around the KCOY community, and we'll update as we do have scores coming in. Do know the Riley County Falcons out in Norton trailing 6-0. That's a very early first quarter score. Long road out to face state-ranked Blue Jays, who are undefeated, for the Falcons. Second down 10 for Hanover. One back, Ringsdorf behind Bruno. They'll fake it to him. Play action. Fires downfield. Has a receiver. Pass is going to be caught and then knocked out of the hands of the Wildcats. Austin Diedrich. A big hit coming from the safety for Madison. Jarred the ball loose, and it brings up third down and 10. It would have been about the 15-yard line had it been held on to. And correction, Riley County at the end of one quarter down 12-0 to North. Third down 10. 25 seconds now remaining, and the Wildcats with two pass plays incomplete. We'll go with an empty backfield and from the gun again. Bruna works it left, fakes it now. A shovel pass underneath to Zabatriski. He's got the first down. He's got more. Spins off a tackle to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Hanover. Zabatriski finds the end zone, and correction, they're going to knock him out of bounds, they say, at the 3-yard line, it appears. Was Zabatriski, that shovel pass underneath. He turned the left side, broke one tackle, got in the open field. I thought he was gone, obviously, with the call, but they did knock him out of bounds. Although he reached the end zone without going to the ground, he was knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. First down and goal, Hanover on a 3rd and 10 conversion on a Bruna to Zabatriski shovel pass. Nicholson, the receiver wide left. First and goal. Handoff underneath. Tried to run the option, and the late give to Ringsdorf runs right into a wall. He'll actually lose about a half a yard. And that'll probably be our last play of this quarter. 12-0. Hanover leads it. It'll be second down and goal at the Madison 4-yard line when state championship coverage of Hanover Wildcat football continues on KCOY.
At Sapp Brothers, they pride themselves on the high level of service they provide and their ability to meet their customers' special fueling needs. From bulk gasoline and diesel to propane and oil delivery, Sapp Brothers is a fuel source to residents and businesses alike in Marshall and Washington counties. They can deliver a variety of bulk fuels to where you need it, at your home or out in the field. Contact them for a competitive fuel quote. Call their Hanover office at 337-2446.
In today's economy, you need a banking partner that understands agriculture, that can help you make the big decisions a little bit easier. From getting the right equipment to even the seed you need to plant your fields. In this part of the country, agriculture is more than just a job, it's a way of life. Citizen State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Wildcats lead Madison 12-0. They have the ball at the 4-yard line on a second down and goal coming out of the quarter break here. 12-0 Wildcat lead. Andrew Bruno with a touchdown run of 18 yards. Preston Juniman took one in from a half yard out on a third down and goal. Now it's second and goal for Hanover. That was after the game's first turnover forced when Adam Zarvaniski would take a pick on 4th and 11. Madison had actually put together a good drive, taking it to about the 20-yard line of Hanover, but then was denied first by the defense of Fritchie up front, and then the pick of Zarvaniski downfield. Here's Bruna, pitch out right. This is White looking for a block. Now turns the corner outside. He gets near the pylon, but it'll be knocked out of bounds and short of the goal line. It'll be third down and goal at about the 2. Matthew White to run that time. Worked off the block of Ringsdorf, turned the corner, and was unable to get to the zone. He also had Adam Zarbanitsky out there blocking for him with Ringstorff. Just underway here in this second period. Hanover leads at 12-0 and threatening again. Third down goal at the Madison 2-yard line. Hanover. They stack backfield behind Bruna. Andrew fakes it left. He's going to, fakes it right, runs it left, bounces off a tackle, falls forward, touchdown Hanover. Andrew Bruna's in the zone for the second time tonight. It's 18-0. Again, it is Hanover in with the touchdown. Andrew Bruna on third down and goal. They faked that to the right, and then Bruna came left just on the inside of his guard and able to bounce off one tackle and go on in. Do have a score on the Udall Uniontown. Udall leads 22-0 into the first quarter. So Udall does lead Uniontown. That would be the winner of this game plays the winner of that matchup. Here is Andrew Bruna back to pass for the 2-point try. Sets, fires in zone, pass is caught, and it is going to be Hunter Nicholson who hauls it in, and now Hanover's on top 20-0. 11:47 work, first half of play. Hanover leads it 20-0 when we return.
Valley Vet celebrates Veterans Day by holding a boot sale with 20% off in-stock styles. Come in November 7th through 10th for amazing prices on the boot brands you know and trust. Durango, Timberland Pro, Ariat, Justin, Double H, Wolverine, and Red Wing shoes. Sale is limited to regular priced merchandise and styles already on hand. You're going to love the selection, from work boots to dress boots. And now 20% off during the Veterans Day boot sale at Valley Vet in Marysville.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Or-Ow Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Preston Juneman to kick it off for Hanover. The Wildcats boom it downfield about the 5-yard line, return back up the middle, and there is a Hanover Wildcat collision. Darviniski, I know, getting up off the pile. Not sure who else was in there, but the return man, Coe, getting up a little slow from that hit that the Wildcats jarred him with on the return. 20-0. Hanover leads it here in the first half. There's still 11:41 remaining. Madison made a move last time with the football. Now, the first possession went 3 and out. Last time they had some offense going with the running game, which is what they want to do. Coe and Owen both had some good runs. Now there's a direct snap to the backfield, and there's that just a big old bear running left side, and that is going to be Owen this time. And he picks up about 6, maybe 7 yards on first down carry. We'll call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4, but Madison was driving. They had a penalty that kind of cost them. Then a couple of plays where the Wildcats just stepped up and really played assignment sound football and then made great defensive stops, put them in the 4th and long, even though they were in Wildcat territory, and then Darviniski with the interception. Now here's Coe with the carry left side, and after a first down run that gets him out across the 35, near the 35-yard line, it will be 1st and 10 Madison. Ringstorff, it appears, with the tackle, and also may have jammed a finger as you see him come to the sideline and working on his right hand. 1st down 10. Hanover will have the defense lined up waiting to see what Madison brings at him now. And Madison, although the quickness from snap to snap may not be very quick, once they run to the line, it's big hit in the backfield underneath that time, shooting through for the Wildcats. Big play for Hanover's Austin Diedrich, who was able to make the initial contact. And although they still get about 3 yards out of it, he would hit Coe about 2 yards deep in the backfield. 2nd down and 7. Football moved just across the 35-yard line. Mentioning the pace of Madison, the Bulldogs take quite a while in the huddle, but once the huddle breaks, line sprints up, and they do not waste time snapping the football. Now the ball's loose on a big hit in the backfield. Hanover's come up with it. It's a Wildcat forced turnover into the backfield. Jaden Bruna got through, made the hits, and recovered the football. And Hanover forces the second turnover of this game. Jaden Bruna got through early and low that time. The ball was actually bobbled just for a moment, and that was all he needed to break it loose. And then it fell right to the floor for him, and Hanover has it now with a short field at the 30-yard line of Madison, leading 20-0. Andrew Brunna with Ringsdorf beside him as Juneman and Nicholson off to the left side. Sabatrisky out wide right. Back to pass. Sets, gets bumped, fires downfield, and it's going to be just underthrown, and understandably so, as he was knocked backwards by the big fella Rayburn that time as he let it go as far as he could, was on his back at the end of the play, and the pass ball was harmlessly incomplete. 2nd down 10. It'll be Hanover again with the football at the Bulldogs' 30-yard line. Hanover from there, huddle now toward the line of scrimmage. Same formation, 2 left, 1 right, and 1 back beside the shotgun for Andrew Brunna. And he's going to option left with the run. Now he tucks it and runs it. He's got some space to go. And now he breaks it to the right. Andrew Brunna is gone. Touchdown, Hanover. Brunna finds the zone one more time and puts the Wildcats now up 26-0. It started as an option left. It became an interior run, and then it looked like a punt return when he took it to the outside. The blocker's down that line, and he just rolled down it to the outside, and there was nobody near him from about the 10-yard line in, and the Wildcats now lead 26-0. 2-point conversion try coming up for Hanover. Trying to make their way into a Saturday second-round matchup. Brunna under center. He will pitch it right. Ringsdorf off a block, cuts once, now digs in and dives forward. And did he get there? It appears he did. Yes, 2-point conversion. Hanover goes up 28-0 with 10:05 left to go. We're in the first half. Hanover leads it. The Wildcats on top, 28-0 when we return.
Farmers Cooperative Hanover take this opportunity to extend their good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats. See the Farmers Cooperative for a full line of products and services. From fuel to feed, agronomy to tires, and grain to lubricants, they have it all. Their goal is to make your operation more profitable. Farmers Cooperative with added locations now in Herkimer, Marysville, and Bremen.
Farmers Cooperative, investing in our owners' success.
And investing in our youth.
What the heck is a firewall?
What's the difference between SD and HD TV?
How much data should I have on my cell phone plan?
How do I hook my tablet up to the internet?
Where do all these cords for my new computer go?
For answers to all your burning questions, look to your local telecommunications provider, Blue Valley Telecommunications, providing phone, internet, TV, cellular, and so much more. Now offering IT support and consulting for your business.
When it's cold outside, a hot bowl of soup is calling your name. Landall Lanes has a different soup each day of the week, all day long until they run out. If you're craving a great salad, try their winter seasonal called the Black and Blue Salad. It's grilled sirloin, blue cheese crumbles with romaine lettuce and tomatoes. If you've never been to their restaurant, you may be surprised to see how large the seating area is. Definitely not your usual bowling alley. Landall Lanes in Marysville.
Ron Duneman is the owner and operator of RL Duneman Construction of Hanover, and his expertise comes from many years of heavy equipment and dirt moving experience. He really knows what he's doing. His work is amazingly accurate, wasting no time in getting your waterways, terraces, and ponds built, plus you'll clear trees. He has done work throughout the entire KCLY listening area, and his rates are reasonable. Call Ron Duneman at 747-6623. That's 747-6623.
The Hanover Wildcats go up again, 28-0, and after that play, a little extended break between the two kickers before the kickoff. That's because Cody Ringsdorf was a little bit shaken up, but came off under his own accord and appears to be hopefully okay for the remainder of this game. He had just had that 2-point conversion run for Hanover. Wildcats lead 28-0. Here's Preston Juneman running into the kick. It's going to be taken back at the 3-yard line. Here's Tylen Coe again, works it toward the left side. He's caught from behind. Big tackle in the open field for Trey Losey, I should say, and it will be the Wildcats with the stop, and Madison will start back inside their own 20-yard line. But Trey Losey closed in a hurry. It just battered the ball carrier back down as he got him by the side and put Tylen Coe, not an easy task, to the floor. Andrew Bruna, 2 touchdown runs. Preston Juneman got one in. Actually, 3 touchdown runs now for Bruna, I should say. There's a run for Coe, and he's trying to get to open field. Finally caught down the sideline. Tackle is going to be made far left side there by Zabatrisky, I think, made the play. It will be a 1st and 10, though, for Madison, as the Bulldogs have turned the ball over the last 2 times. One on the interception, when Zarbanitsky got it, and then also the fumble that was caused and recovered by Bruna inside on a terrific play underneath. Jaden Bruna making that play. Here's a carry through the middle, and now some room for Owen Reed, and he rolls through a couple of tackles inside the Hanover 40 into the 35-yard line, so across midfield to the Wildcats 35. Hunter Nicholson eventually able to drag down Reed, but big fella can move outside as well as he got through the middle and then just kind of rolled through 2 or 3 different tackles. 6'1", 234. Quickly again, back into action. Now Stutzman's going to keep it, taking it outside. He's going to be caught from behind. 2 Wildcats over in the area. And from my angle, not able to see who made that tackle, but it's going to be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Austin Diedrich, it appears, had that tackle for Hanover as he made the stop on the outside. Madison back to the line of scrimmage. They sprint back up there again. It is going to be a Stutzman pass play, dropping back, throws off his back foot, up for grabs, and it's going to be off the chest of the guard of Reed. He was working with Juneman, gave Preston Juneman just a little nudge to get some space, but as he did so, he lost his hand, and the ball caught him right in the chest of the shoulder pads. 3rd down and 10. 8:42 to work, first half. Hanover again with a 28-0 lead over Madison, opening round of the 8-man Division I state championships. Third down 10. Here's a play through the middle again. This is going to be Coe with it. Correction, that's Byer with the carry, Gavin Byer. I mean, they've got 3 big backs. Now, Hanover's been able to hold up by all means, but Gavin Byer, 6'3", 226. Tylen Coe, 6'1", 180. And we mentioned Reed at 6'1", 234. So 4th down and 5, though, here for Madison. The last 4th down, they tried to pass downfield. That's when Zarbanitsky had the interception. Now Coe's going to run it left side, and he is brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Big play defensively by Adam Zarbanitsky. Now, last time he picked off the pass downfield for the turnover. This time he makes the tackle around the line of scrimmage and will send the football back to Hanover on down. It was not more than a yard gained on the play. So Madison, again for the 2nd time in a row, drives into Hanover territory, but the Wildcats able to stop. They lead 28-0 with 8:06 to work here in the first half, and Wildcats back with the football. They'll start from their own 30-yard line. Bruna has Juneman behind him, and that's it under center. Pitches out to Preston Juneman, left side. Juneman cuts to the left sideline at the 40 to the 35. Still on his feet as he rug out of bounds. Tackled eventually downfield by Eli Sayre, but it is a 1st and 10 run for Preston Juneman getting out to the left, and the Wildcats now have it 1st and 10 as they move the football to the 34-yard line of Madison. Will Bruna brings the play in from the sideline for the Hanover Wildcats. Just under 8 minutes to work, first half. Hanover leads 28-0. Empty backfield, and Will Bruna, shotgun formation, he will run quarterback. And he is going to run it himself left side. Spins off a tackle, now is going to be picked up and rolled backwards. Rayburn and company in on the play. That time it'll be 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. 7:40 to work, second quarter. Hanover's lead, 28-0. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. said third down. It's 2nd and 9. That was a first down play by Will Bruna. Nicholson comes left. He'll put Diedrich off to the right side, or Zarbanitsky off to the right side. Andrew Bruna back in. Two receivers also staggered right. A little end around trying to go to White, and it's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Madison. Matthew White coming from an outside receiver spot. Bruna running right, tried to give him a little end around, and just never did have the ball secured, it appeared. And Hanover's first turnover gives Madison the football at their own 36. 7:09 to work, first half. Norton leading 20-0 on Riley County. Our last report midway through the second quarter. Still no score on Axel at this time. There's a carry through the middle, and there's Reed, brought down by Evan Zabatrisky, but it's after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hanover Wildcat defense has been very stingy. 3 and outs, a 4th down on downs and outs, and then 2 turnovers they forced on a pickoff and a fumble. 2nd down 5 here. Madison with the football. Left side run. Stutzman keeps it to the sideline and near the sticks as he's driven out of bounds by Hunter Nicholson. It will be, it appears, 1st and 10 for Madison as they move it now to the Hanover 34. So Madison Bulldogs into Hanover territory once more. 1st down 10. Madison will huddle as they are now and trying to kind of explain the pace of their play for the Wildcat defense to deal with. Once they break huddle, it's like a race for the linemen up there, and then it's not more than a count before they snap it. They do here very quickly, and they get it near the 30-yard line. Actually, though the whistle had not blown, I had a mark at the 30. It looked like the players had kind of paused, and then the runner ends up almost to the 27 of the Wildcats. 2nd down and 4. So Madison with the football, and after the Hanover turnover, their first of the game, the Bulldogs driving. Hanover leads it 28-0. 2nd down, 4 yards to go here. Just over 6 minutes to go, first half. Under center, Stutzman, he'll turn, pitch it left. This is for Reed. Turn back inside. Now brought down from behind. That is Zarbanitsky with the tackle. 3rd down. Or did they pick up a first? They're going to have to measure. They will bring the chains out to measure here with 5:48 remaining in the first half. Hanover a 4-score lead, but Madison trying to drive it. Now they give them the 1st and 10. So the Wildcat defense has their back against the wall a bit. Football now resting at the Hanover 23-yard line, and the Bulldogs have it 1st down 10. Fritchie up front, Diedrich in there for the Wildcats on defense. Jaden Bruna had the big forced turnover and recovery on the last possession. 1st down 10, Madison. They'll turn left, hand off. This is Reed, and he is caught, tripped up, but not before he falls forward across the 20-yard line. So he had about a yard or 2 gained and then was tripped up, but he just fell forward. That big body gained about 3 more yards at 2nd down and 6. 4-yard gain with 5:10 now to work second period. Hanover's lead at 28-0. Madison driving. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. And a play through the middle again. And they are just running like a rugby scrum. They have the offensive line tight, and they give it either direct snap or underneath in the middle to one of the big guys, Coe or Reed, and then they let that line just push forward like a blocking sled drill. And it's working. They have it 3rd down 2. Football now at the Wildcat 15-yard line. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Stutzman, left side, Reed. And again, just pushing forward with his offensive line, and enough it appears for the 1st down. And it will be 1st and 10 now at Hanover's 11-yard line. And Madison doing a couple of things here, making Wildcat defense worked really for the first time tonight for an extended amount of time, but also taking clock down in this first half, trying to cap it off with a score before they maybe get toward halftime, although still 4:15 left to go in the second quarter. Wildcat defense getting tighter and tighter along with that offense. There's a handoff left side, and again, it will get near the 10-yard line on 1st and 10, a gain of maybe 1, second down, 9 yards to go. Carry that time from Braden Livers. Call his name occasionally. It's primarily been Stutzman, the quarterback, but more than anything else, it's Coe and it's Reed, and that was expected coming in with the numbers they put up this year. Second down, 9. 3:42 now left in the second period. Hanover does lead 28-0. Madison again quickly to the line of scrimmage. Turn right hand. No, it's Stutzman keeping it, trying to go to the outside. He's going to be caught and held on to as he gets maybe inside the 10. He may have gotten to the line of scrimmage, nothing more, as a good play outside that time by the Wildcats. 3 different defenders for Hanover really stretching that. Devin Juneman, really the first guy there that made Stutzman continue outside further than he wanted, kind of kept that corner off, and then you saw 2 other Wildcat defenders coming in on the play, including Austin Diedrich in there. It's third down and 8 yards to go. He did get it inside the 10. Madison has a chance for a first down before the goal line. The football is just inside the 10 now. It's third down and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming across the middle. The ball's knocked down. Good defensive play that time from the Wildcats. Adam Zarbaniski. They were trying to hit the big guy in the middle, and he knocked it down, and now we have a penalty flag that I did not see on the field. It may be against the Wildcat defensive back. Now we've got another player down. This from Madison. We'll take a timeout here while we have that opportunity. See what the call is. Wildcats trying to stop late here second quarter. They lead 28-0 when we come back.
The best place to eat when you want some amazing homemade cooking is Ricky's Cafe in Hanover. They serve up plates of your favorite comfort foods and put a twist on some tried and true recipes that will bring you back for more. Come help them celebrate 50 years in business and count on many more. Ricky's Cafe is also happy to cater your next big event with their delicious menu options. They are glad to cater any special occasion throughout the entire area. Call on Ricky's Cafe in Hanover.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
My farm is mine. The equipment that works the fields, mine. And with AFS Connect from Case IH, I get real-time updates from anywhere. And the data I get is mine. Mine to use, mine to control, mine to share how I see fit. And that's how it should be. Because when I bought my equipment, I didn't sell my data.
AFS Connect, only from Case IH. Learn more at caseih.com/AFS Connect.
For the best in farming equipment, visit Bruna Implement Company at any of their 5 locations.
Third down and 3. It was a penalty against Hanover, and so instead of fourth down and long, it's a penalty yardage marked off, and third down 3. So the first down marker at about the 2-yard line of Hanover. Madison had an injured player down and was able to get up and move off the field, and now we've got a third timeout taken by the Bulldogs. They were late getting personnel in from the sideline to get that play across. We'll take one more timeout. We're 3 minutes, 23 seconds from half. Madison driving, third down and 3 inside the 5 of Hanover when we come back.
Is your furnace as efficient as it should be? Make sure it is with a call to Hanover Electric. With highly qualified, experienced electricians and servicemen, Hanover Electric will sell and service heating and air conditioning units, plus they can do all types of plumbing work. They're the ones to call for residential, commercial, and industrial electrical work, and for plumbing, refrigerants, trenching, and backhoe work. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently. They look forward to serving you.
back once again in Hanover. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancello. The Hanover Wildcats do lead 28-0. Madison, though, is threatening here in the second quarter. A couple of scores we can pass along from 8-man football. We don't have a score in from Axtell as of yet, but some of the 8-man Division I games going on. We know that Osborne leads Peabody Burns 30-20. That's a second quarter score. Udall, we mentioned, over Uniontown, 22-0. That was at the end of the first quarter. And also 14-6 Spearville over Rawlins County. That is a end of one quarter score as well. That's 8-man Division I football. 3rd down and 3 for Madison. Football at the Wildcat 4-yard line. So almost the 1-yard line is the first down marker. Here's a work left side by Reed. He is going to push forward inside the 3. It appears very close to what would become first down and goal. The officials will bring the chains out just to be sure. It's very close. I'd love to see him have to snap it on 4th down if it would be short. Otherwise, it'll be 4 fresh tries from just inside the 3-yard line. The one official holds the football down. Now the chains come out and are stretched. Now from here, it appears to be short, and it is by about a half a yard. Maybe a football's length short of the first down marker. 3:11 to work, second quarter. Hanover has thrown the shutout thus far in the opening half, but Madison has its 4th down and about a foot to go inside the 3-yard line. Hanover defense trying to dig in. Ritchie, Jaden Bruna, Sabatrisky, handoff left side. First down carry by Reed, and he's near the goal line, and he's in. Madison gets across the goal line with 2:55 to work and makes it 28-6 now. Madison gets on the board for the first time today. So a 2-yard touchdown run from Owen, and Madison on the scoreboard for the first time. Owen Reed, 6'1", 234, just barreled down behind that big offensive line and able to get it in. Now they pitch out left for Owen, trying to turn the corner toward the pylon. He bounces off a tackle and is in. Hanover's lead at 28-8. Wildcats have the football back with 2:55 to go, second quarter. We're back in Hanover after this.
At Central Valley Ag, we're growing agriculture together. Our agronomy division incorporates the latest technologies to support and strengthen your on-the-farm success. We continuously invest in state-of-the-art equipment to expand capacity and maximize efficiency in supplying your operation. Central Valley Ag is committed to serving the needs of our Nebraska and Kansas customers through dedicated professionals providing innovative solutions that grow value. Stop by a Central Valley Ag location today. Learn more about how we're growing agriculture together.
A Ford-certified pre-owned vehicle is the way to go, especially for value-conscious people. And at Hanson Ford and Clay Center, they have a good selection to choose from. Get 2.9% APR for up to 60 months, available on eligible pre-owned Ford and Mercury vehicles. Rates available only through Ford Credit. In addition, all contracts are subject to credit approval as determined by Ford Credit. Don't wait, the best ones go fast at Hanson Ford and Clay Center.
Well, Hanover will have the football back here on a bi-district championship Tuesday evening. They lead 28-8 now. Both teams have taken advantage of their turnovers. The Wildcats had first turnover forced when Adam Zarvaniski would come away with the pickoff, and they would score on that drive. And then the turnover that was forced by Jaden Bruna inside and then able to recover it as well. And then the Wildcats scored there. But then Hanover turned it over on a fumble, and Madison takes advantage. Here's a squib kick down the middle. It's going to be taken at around by White at about the 10-yard line. Now he's got some space up the middle, and he may be gone. He's to the 35 of Madison, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Hanover. What an answer. Matthew White finds the zone, and it's 34-8. Wildcats on top as he takes it from just inside of his 15-yard line. He got through a little seam, was just bounced off balance for a half count, and once he got his balance back, off to the races. Matthew White takes it all the way downfield, and the score on the kickoff. And after Madison fought after the turnover to finally punch one in, Hanover punches right back. They lead 34-8 with the 2-point try coming up. He got about the 35-yard line on Hanover's end of the field, and you could see the seam. Then he got through that, but he was just bumped a little bit off balance, and then he gathered it back in, and nobody was going to catch Matthew White after that. Now we have a timeout taken by Hanover. A little late coming off the special teams TD. No reason to risk any penalty yardage. They'll take the timeout here. They lead it 34-8. You're listening to Hanover Wildcats State Championship Playoff Football on KCLY.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Oral Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Hanover burning a timeout here as we work our way late into the second period, but a Matthew White touchdown return off the kickoff of about 70 yards. I think he took it just at the 10-yard line, and to pay dirt, 34-8 the score. That was after Madison had put their first points on the board, and so a big special teams return by Hanover, and now the Wildcats, for the two-point conversion, used a timeout. They were late getting personnel and play into the field. Bruna empties the backfield, sending Juneman in motion. Andrew Bruna runs it right, now stops, wants to throw back to the end zone, has a receiver, pass is caught, and Hanover goes on top. Now with the score 38-8, it would be Adam Zarbanitsky who catches the two-point conversion in the back of the end zone. Hanover leads it 38-8. You're listening to Wildcat Football on KCLY.
Is your furnace as efficient as it should be? Make sure it is with a call to Hanover Electric. With highly qualified, experienced electricians and servicemen, Hanover Electric will sell and service heating and air conditioning units, plus they can do all types of plumbing work. They're the ones to call for residential, commercial, and industrial electrical work, and for plumbing, refrigerants, trenching, and backhoe work. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently. They look forward to serving you.
Rake in the savings and leave your worries behind with Twin Valley's ultra high-speed internet. Sign up for phone, digital TV, high-speed internet, and receive your first 3 months of internet free. This offer is only available for a limited time. Twin Valley services outperform the competition, and it's easy to switch over. Call our office and speak with a customer service rep to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. 800-515-3311.
One company, one call, your call. Twin Valley, Twin Valley.net.
Here's the kickoff from Preston Juneman. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line by the return man, and now the return, and Trey Losey for the second time on a return ends up with the special teams tackle as he was a contained guy on our near side by the Wildcat sideline and made his way in toward the return, makes the tackle in midfield. It'll be Madison taking over from their own 28-yard line. I think I said 38-8 when we went to break. It's 36-8. The Wildcats lead it after the two-point conversion, 36-8. There is 2:38 remaining in this opening half. Back to pass, Stutzman, downfield. It's overthrown, tipped, and in off the hands of actually a receiver. And then Devin Juneman, covering nicely for Hanover, got a hand to it but had no chance at making the catch. So Madison coming out, trying to hit one big downfield, and falls incomplete at second down 10. 36-8. Hanover the lead. We're in the second quarter and late. Just over 2 minutes left to work. Second down, 10 yards to go. Shotgun formation. They'll hand it off underneath. They'll counterplay to Reed. Owen Reed, and he is loose, and he may be gone. Hanover trying to catch. He's to the 10, near the 5, drugged down from behind. Catching him downfield and deep was Hunter Nicholson, but the big guy got out and moved that time. Owen Reed takes it inside the Hanover Wildcats 10-yard line. They'll be marked at the 7. And so Madison keeping themselves alive in this half after scoring, and then the Wildcats' big TD return on the kickoff. Here comes Madison Bulldog football again the other direction. So Hunter Nicholson able to track down the big guy, Reed, who could move. It's first down and goal at the Hanover 7. Here's a carry right through the middle this time to the 5, and then pushed backwards. It'll be inside the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Second down and goal. And it really is a big pile each time. Mentioned a rugby scrum. It's just a very, very tight formation. Hanover's had to really bring everybody up on the line, tighten things up. I think that's probably why Madison tried to hit one deep on that opening play. They went right back to what they have. And the danger is if you don't get them stopped right at the line of scrimmage, they can bust loose. Here's Reed outside, diving near the goal line, and Madison is in again. Owen Reed gets in for the second time in this first half, and now Hanover's lead is 36-14. They'll have another 2-point opportunity coming up for the Bulldogs. Hanover led 28-0 at one time, and now leads it 36-14. Madison will line up, of course, for the 2-point try. Second score on their second consecutive possession. Dusman, left side, now he's going to pass it, hit as he releases, and is going to be knocked down. Evan Juneman bats it down near the end zone, but big pressure coming in and on the quarterback, Stutzman. So the Wildcat lead is 36-14, a minute 24. We'll have the Wildcat kickoff return coming up next.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized N in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Farmers Cooperative Hanover take this opportunity to extend their good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats. See the Farmers Cooperative for a full line of products and services, from fuel to feed, agronomy to tires, and grain to lubricants. They have it all. Their goal is to make your operation more profitable. Farmers Cooperative with added locations now in Herkimer, Marysville, and Bremen.
Farmers Cooperative, investing in our owners' success.
And investing in our youth.
36-14, the Hanover Wildcats have the lead and will get the football back, but Madison has scored their last 2 possessions. Madison to kick it off, and the guy that's been doing most of the damage is not Tylen Coe, but the guy kicking it here, Owen Reed. This boot's going to be a short one. It's going to go out of bounds, and so penalty flags down. See what Hanover does here. Do have a score in on that Osborne game updated. Peabody Burns making a move. Second quarter, Osborne 30, Peabody Burns 28. Osborne got out early in that game, and now Peabody Burns has cut it to a 2-point lead. We'll look for other scores around the state. Certainly, we'll keep you updated. Udall now leads Uniontown 36-6. Udall leads Uniontown 36-6. Latest score there. And Hanover is going to make Madison kick it again. Beloit over Minneapolis 6-0. That's an opening quarter score. Some games kicked off at 7. Others, like Hanover here, kicking off at 6 p.m. Here's a kick for Hanover to try. Matthew White returned the last one for 6. He moves to the left side, has another seam, now bounces to the sideline left. Almost free again. He takes it to the Madison 31-yard line. It looks like they'll mark him out of bounds, but nearly back-to-back kickoff returns for TDs for Matthew White. So Hanover's got a chance again with 1:15 to work to tack another score on. They lead 36-14. It'll be at the Madison Bulldogs 31-yard line. Hanover will break huddle and send Hunter Nicholson wide left, Zabatrisky wide right. Juneman stands in the backfield alongside of Andrew Bruna. Matthew White, the slot to the right side. Bruna back to pass. Stands in the pocket. Lots of time. Fires downfield. Has a receiver. Zabatrisky at the 5. Steps into the goal line. Touchdown, Hanover. Zabatrisky finds the zone, and it's 42-14. Andrew Bruna found a wide open Evan Zabatrisky. Caught it inside the 5 and just kind of backpedaled a couple of strides across the goal line. So Hanover strikes quickly again just one play after the return. Of course, the last possession, Matthew White took it all the way to the house. This time, his return to the 31, and Andrew Bruna hits Evan Zapatrisky. He hit him earlier on a shovel pass that got him down near the goal line. They punched it in. This time, Zapatrisky gets the payoff with the score. He was wide open downfield. Wildcats line up for two. Bruna from the gun. Bruna's going to take it, hold it, now move left, now back up, now run right. Still trying to find someone to throw to near the goal line. It's tipped and falls incomplete in the back of the end zone. 1:08 now left. Hanover leads 42-14. More Wildcat football. First half action continues after this.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
The best place to eat when you want some amazing homemade cooking is Ricky's Cafe in Hanover. They serve up plates of your favorite comfort foods and put a twist on some tried and true recipes that will bring you back for more. Come help them celebrate 50 years in business and count on many more. Ricky's Cafe is also happy to cater your next big event with their delicious menu options. They are glad to cater any special occasion throughout the entire area. Call on Ricky's Cafe in Hanover.
Well, the Hanover Wildcats were not ready to be done in this first half. Madison gets a couple of scores in, and Hanover's answered each time. Now the line drive kickoff's going to be taken by Owen Reed at about his own 13-yard line. A return left side, and now some room to run. Preston Juneman knocks him to the sideline and out of bounds, but not before Reed takes his football all the way across the midfield stripe and ends up at the Hanover 32. Juneman had to stand in there with a big man rumbling his way, but he did a great job to hold ground and make the stop. 32-yard line of Hanover. 58.9 seconds left. We're in the second quarter, and Madison trying to say they're not finished yet in this first half. Remember, they have used their timeouts. Here's a little draw play up the middle, and the Wildcats hanging on to Owen Reed, who really has some rhythm going right now. Zapatrisky on the play, also in there for the Wildcats was Adam Zarbaniski. It'll be second down, 5 yards to go, 41 seconds. Madison without a timeout. Clock ticking, 42-14. Hanover leads it. Almost to halftime. Madison breaks huddle. Now down to 29 seconds left in this first half. Here's a handoff left again to Owen Reed. And the Wildcats hanging on for dear life. Nicholson takes him down by himself. It'll be a first down, so that stops the clock with 21 seconds. Madison will have to be ready to go. When they place it, the chains are set. They'll put the play clock and game clock back at it. There it goes. 19 seconds left in the half. Down to 15 seconds. Madison just now to the line of scrimmage. Stutzman's going to drop the pass. Pressure coming. Ball up for grabs. Is that a fumble or is it an incomplete pass? They'll say it was on the pass. Stutzman was roasted in the backfield. Two guys back there. I think Devin Juneman coming, and I know Ethan Fritchie was on the play as well. 7.6 left. Incompletion does stop the clock, and Madison probably one more look before halftime. Hanover leading 42-14. Second down 10 for the Bulldogs. Long time getting this play in from the sideline. Obviously, they have to take a shot toward the end zone, you would think here. On second down and 10, 7 seconds left. And now it's a draw play or a counter play inside as they go to Gavin Byer, and he gets it down near the 10. Clock's going to stop. He'll be short of the first down, and we've reached halftime. Hanover leads it. The Wildcats on top, 42-14 in Hanover. Stay tuned. KCOI's coverage of state championship football continues on 100.9.
Printing pictures from your smartphone or tablet is easy with the new photo machine at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack. The new technology of this photo machine lets you print directly from Facebook along with your camera card or USB drive. The result is a vibrant, excellent quality prints in a variety of sizes ready to share or frame. Get those pictures off your smartphone or tablet with the new photo machine at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Play Center.
Ron Juniman is the owner and operator of RL Juniman Construction of Hanover, and his expertise comes from many years of heavy equipment and dirt moving experience. He really knows what he's doing. His work is amazingly accurate, wasting no time in getting your waterways, terraces, and ponds built, plus you'll clear trees. He has done work throughout the entire KCLY listening area, and his rates are reasonable. Call Ron Juniman at 747-6623. That's 747-6623.
The lights go out, the tents light up, the music blasts, lasers beam around the room. It's Cosmic Bowling, the most novel way to have fun in the entertainment galaxy. Cosmic Bowling is Friday and Saturday night starting at 10 p.m. at Landau Lanes. Come in where it's nice and warm and enjoy a cold beverage and some hot food. Make Cosmic Bowling the fun highlight of your weekend. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to midnight. Landau Lanes in Marysville.
What the heck is a firewall?
What's the difference between SD and HD TV?
How much data should I have on my cell phone plan?
How do I hook my tablet up to the internet?
Where do all these cords for my new computer go?
For answers to all your burning questions, look to your local telecommunications provider, Blue Valley Telecommunications, providing phone, internet, TV, cellular, and so much more. Now offering IT support and consulting for your business.
Back once again here in Hanover, the Wildcats on top in a 42-14 battle, and it's become more of a battle second quarter. Hanover led 28-0 and kind of seemed to have things cruising, and then a turnover allowed Madison the football near midfield, and they kind of got some offensive rhythm going, and in particular, Owen Reed really took over this first half offensively for the Madison Bulldogs. He got to the end zone twice in that second quarter, but Hanover had an answer each time, so they lost a little ground, they got it right back, lost a little ground, got it right back. The biggest punch that Hanover was able to kind of rebound with was the Matthew White touchdown return of 70 yards that went to the zone. He returned another one to the 31-yard line the next possession, and Bruna hit Evan Zabatrisky, and that would put the Wildcats on top 42-14. We'll give you a complete rundown of the first half scoring from both teams. We'll also take a look around the state at what scores we're seeing reported here around the KCLY community and the state playoffs. That and more coming up on your Hanover Halftime next.
Farmers Cooperative Hanover take this opportunity to extend their good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats. See the Farmers Cooperative for a full line of products and services, from fuel to feed, agronomy to tires, and grain to lubricants. They have it all. Their goal is to make your operation more profitable. Farmers Cooperative with added locations now in Herkimer, Marysville, and Bremen.
Farmers Cooperative, investing in our owners' success.
And investing in our youth.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juniman Dozer Service and Or-Ow Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juniman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Valley Vet celebrates Veterans Day by holding a boot sale with 20% off in-stock styles. Come in November 7th through 10th for amazing prices on the boot brands you know and trust. Durango, Timberland Pro, Ariat, Justin, Double H, Wolverine, and Red Wing shoes. Sale is limited to regular priced merchandise and styles already on hand. You're going to love the selection, from work boots to dress boots. And now 20% off during the Veterans Day boot sale at Valley Vet in Marysville.
For fall burn down plus long-lasting residue control of tough winter and summer annuals, turn to your Farmway Co-op agronomy team for assistance. By applying an insecticide on alfalfa now, it reduces alfalfa weevil pressure in your fields for better spring control. The time is now. Get a head start in making your fields reach a higher potential. Fall treatments work better. Contact your Farmway Co-op team today.
scoring here in the first half. Let's give you a run-through of how the Hanover Wildcats built a 42-14 halftime lead. It started with an Andrew Bruna 18-yard touchdown run. They led 6-0 as a two-point conversion failed. The Wildcats got it further downfield the next time on their second possession after forcing Madison to a 3-and-out. Preston Juniman took it in from 1 yard away. Touchdown run made it 12-0. Again, the two-point try would fail. Andrew Bruna went in again from 2 yards out. That was after a shovel pass from Bruna to Zabatrisky. Almost got to the zone from 30-plus yards, but it got him down inside the 5. And Bruna would punch that in. Then he hit Hunter Nicholson for a two-point conversion. It was 20-0. Andrew Bruna would score on the next possession. That was after the Wildcats had forced 2 turnovers against the Bulldogs. Adam Zarvaneski would have an interception, and then Jaden Bruna had the forced fumble and recovered that fumble as well on an offensive play from scrimmage. Bruna would go in from 30 yards out. Cody Ringstorff, the two-point conversion, 28-0. And then Madison got their own Hanover turnover. A fumble by the Wildcats gave Madison the football near the midfield stripe, and they would get a little bit of rhythm going, actually quite a bit of rhythm going on offense, mainly in the form of Owen Reed, the big fella, really at 6'1", 234, a load, and he was able to get not only yardage behind that big offensive line, but out into the open field and running. He would score on a 2-yard touchdown run, and he had the two-point conversion as well as 28-8. Very next play, the kickoff after the commercial break, and Matthew White took it all the way from about the 10-yard line, 70 yards to pay dirt, and that White touchdown kickoff return set up a then Andrew Bruna to Adam Zarbaneski conversion. It was 36-8, but then Madison, again, Owen Reed got in the open field, moved him downfield, eventually knocked another one across. It was 36-14. The Wildcats would get one more score on the board, though, before half, as Andrew Bruna hit Evan Zabatrisky for a 31-yard touchdown. That was after Matthew White had set them up again with a great return to the 31 of Madison. The Bruna to Zabatrisky touchdown at 31 yards made it 42-14. That's where we stand here at halftime. Stay with us. More on the way. We'll take a further look and see what scores have been updated across the state in playoff football. We'll do that next.
You want your documents to look clean, crisp, and professional, not murky and dull. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is going to don this beautiful 3-piece suit.
All right.
And jump into this vat of muddy water.
I knew there had to be a catch.
At Central Office and Clay Center, we have the Lexmark MX310DN laser multifunction printer on sale for $449, as well as a great selection of other mono and color MFPs that will produce documents you can be proud of at prices you can afford. Right, Roscoe? Roscoe? He does know how to swim, doesn't he?
Things are changing at Ray's Apple Market, and it's for the better. You may have already noticed an updated meat case to hold the premium selection, a new display case for the cold cuts, and new packaging in the deli section. There are new coolers and freezers with plenty more improvements coming to give customers the best grocery shopping experience. Ray's Apple Market is thankful for their customers and looks forward to the changes with more selection, quality, and service. Ray's Apple Market. This is your town and your store.
Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover supports the Hanover Wildcats. As you might suppose, the blooms include fresh arrangements, silks, and green plants. And the Beyond includes sports collectibles such as football photo frames, license plates, gifts for hunting enthusiasts, perpetual calendars, candles by Sugar Shack, and holiday home decor by Honey and Me. You'll get loads of inspiration for your home holiday decorating when you shop at Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover.
Farming has inherent risk. Will your investments pay off this year? The answer depends on many factors. Some you can control and others you cannot. That's where we come in. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance, and our agents can help you find the right insurance to protect your farming operation against a loss affecting your crops, livestock, equipment, and property. With 4 locations in Lynn, Greeley, Hanover, and Marysville, Blue Valley Insurance can help manage your risks so your farm will prosper into the future.
Here in Hanover, the Wildcats lead at 42-14 at the halftime break. Let's take a look at the scoreboard that we've been able to see around the state of Kansas. I know of interest for both these teams here, but certainly for Hanover now with a 42-14 lead. The Udall matchup at halftime, Udall leading big in that one over Uniontown, 42-6. That's the halftime score. Udall 42, Uniontown 6. Also out of 8-man Division I, Osborne leading Peabody Burns. That actually had been updated from the score I'm seeing right now. Osborne leading Peabody Burns at last check 40-28 would be the score. The Riley County Falcons get on the board in the third quarter, but they trail 34-7 out in Norton. The Blue Jays, of course, undefeated on the season. Silver Lake up 7-0 on Mar Hill. Mount Academy, that's in 3A. Rossville was also leading at last check in Class 3A. Of course, Rossville, Silver Lake battling it out. In correction, I do not have a score yet on Rossville. I think they were up 7-0, though, early on Pleasant Ridge at last check. 8-man Division II, no score yet on Axtell. We do have Argonia leading Southern Coffee County second quarter score 32-12. Sharon Springs shutting out Boyd St. John Tipton 26-0. That is at the half in that matchup. And Hutch Trinity 7-0 over Heston. That was a first quarter score. Chaparral over Leon Bluestem 20-zip. That was in first quarter. And Jelena over Neodesha, first quarter score 14-0. I think it's a little up to date on some of the scoring that we've seen across the state of Kansas. As mentioned, Centralia playing tonight, have not had a score yet there, but some of the games didn't kick off till 7. Many of them did kick off as here in Hanover at 6 p.m. Caney Valley over Riverton, 7-6. That is a 3A score. That is a first quarter scoreboard look. And also Pike Valley over Chase. That was 8-man Division II, end of one quarter, 12-8. The score in that one. Let's take another timeout. We'll take a look ahead to what's coming up here in the second half of this matchup. By the way, the Osborne Peabody Burns score I'm now getting is 44-28. That is getting into the second half of play. Stay with us. More on the way from Hanover on KCLY.
Are your vehicle's tires ready for winter? Head to the Pony Express Service Center, located on Highway 36 south of Hanover, for a new set of tires to give you a better grip on the road. Their services include a full line of tires, gasoline, and diesel fuel, and the Pony Express Service Center will deliver their fuel to your farm or business. Have their mechanics check your battery, antifreeze, wiper blades, and lights. The folks at the Pony Express Service Center are strong supporters of the Hanover Wildcats.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Bruna Implement Company knows Case IH innovations do more than solve everyday problems. They maximize output while saving your operation money. That's why they continue to offer proven, efficient, and reliable solutions. Be ready with Case IH innovations like the axial flow rotor, quad track technology, advanced farming systems, and an SCR-only emissions solution. Because it's not an innovation until it changes your bottom line. For the best in farming equipment, visit Bruna Implement Company at any of their 5 locations.
When your business is agriculture, you want a banking partner behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are bad years. We're here for them all. Agriculture is the backbone of our local economy. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Once again, back in Hanover, both teams still in their halftime locker room talks as we near second half action approaching here before too long. Let's once again give you a look down the scoreboard on this first half and how the Wildcats built a 42-14 lead. Andrew Bruna got it going with an 18-yard touchdown run. They led 6-0. First two-point tries would fail. The second touchdown from Preston Juneman, 1 yard out, and they led 12-0. Andrew Bruna then had another 2-yard touchdown run, and then would hit Hunter Nicholson for a 2-point conversion. It was 20-0. Bruna then went in from 30 yards out. That would have been after the Adam Zarbaneski interception that set up the short field. Cody Ringstorff would have the 2-point conversion. It was 28-0. Madison scored their first score. It was late second quarter, inside of 4 minutes, and it would make it 28-8. Owen Reed scored the TD, got the 2-point conversion as well. The Wildcats came right back. Next kickoff, and it was Matthew White taking it all the way to the house, 70 yards on the touchdown return, and then Bruna hit Adam Zarbanitsky for a 2-point conversion. It was 36-8. Owen Reed, here he comes again. He scored, made it 36-14, but then another White touchdown, or a kickoff return, not for a touchdown this time, but to the 31-yard line of Madison, set up the touchdown drive that was very quick. It was Bruna to Zabatrisky, wide open from 31 yards out, and the halftime score 42-14. Hanover and Madison are both back out on the field, and we'll continue to look for scores that have been going. Here's a Axtell score finally at halftime, 50-12. They lead Sylvan. Axtell up big in 8-man Division II, 50-12 is that score. That's a halftime score. Stay here. Second half for the Hanover Wildcats in bi-district championship play. They're facing Madison. They lead 42-12. Hanover football continues on KCLY next.
At Sapp Brothers, they pride themselves on the high level of service they provide and their ability to meet their customers' special fueling needs. From bulk gasoline and diesel to propane and oil delivery, Sapp Brothers is a fuel source to residents and businesses alike in Marshall and Washington counties. They can deliver a variety of bulk fuels to where you need it, at your home or out in the field. Contact them for a competitive fuel quote. Call their Hanover office at 337-2446.
From birth and routine checkups to emergency care and rehab services, the Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic is a place where residents experience a lifetime of health care. It's a small community hospital that takes pride in who they are and those they serve. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic also supports the Hanover Wildcats in all their academic and athletic endeavors. They encourage everyone to cheer on the student athletes in the classroom, on the court, on the field, and in the community. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic are proud fans of the Hanover Wildcats.
Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover supports the Hanover Wildcats. As you might suppose, the blooms include fresh arrangements, silks, and green plants. And the Beyond includes sports collectibles such as football photo frames, license plates, gifts for hunting enthusiasts, perpetual calendars, candles by Sugar Shack, and holiday home decor by Honey and Me. You'll get loads of inspiration for your home holiday decorating when you shop at Blooms and Beyond in downtown Hanover.
Single-ply Duralast commercial roofing system is ideal for any flat or low-sloped application. It's extremely durable and easily installed by Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. Duralast roofing is watertight, highly reflective, resistant to chemicals, fire, and high winds, and virtually maintenance-free. It's the perfect roofing choice for offsetting utility bills for your business. From metal roofing to flat roofs, Geisler Roofing offers high-grade products at competitive prices, serving North Central Kansas for over 30 years.
Once again, back in Hanover as the Wildcats getting set for second half action against Madison. The Bulldogs trail the Hanover Wildcats 42-14. Along with our studio engineer, Bernie Pancella, Rocky Downing with you on this Tuesday night bi-district matchup. Reminder, it is Election Day, and news director Michelle Tessera will be in later on tonight with some of the reports around the KCLY community on polling places that have those reports into her, and then she'll have more details for you tomorrow morning and through the day as more results are tallied and brought in. Here, the tally is 42-14, and the Hanover Wildcats, who led a 28-0 shutout going, and then Owen Reed kind of had an answer for Madison offensively, but the Wildcats certainly had an answer each time he found the zone. Andrew Bruna has gotten into the end zone 3 times in this ball game, runs of 18 yards, 2 yards, and a 30-yard run. Preston Ginneman took one in from 1 yard out, and then it would also be Matthew White with the kickoff return of 70 yards for a TD, and Bruna hit Evan Zapatrisky for a 31-yard touchdown run. That was after White set up that touchdown pass with a return that took it to the 31 of the Madison Bulldogs. So again, Hanover on top 42-14. The Wildcats had the football to begin this game, so they will kick it off to start the second half, and they will go from south to north here on the field in Hanover for the second half of action. Hanover on the field, ready to go. The officials back out. Madison now sending their return team out there as well. And Madison offense had some things working in the second quarter when they were able to put 2 scoring drives together. We'll see if Hanover has an answer following the halftime break. 2 return men back for Hanover. They send back Braden Livers, and Gavin Byer is the other return man. Kickoff is going to be angled right side. Byers lets it bounce, set around the 5, picks it up at the 3-yard line, and then steps out of bounds. He caught it on a bounce near the sideline, and when he first bounced off the kick from Juniman, I thought maybe it would go out of bounds on the kick. He picked it up off the bounce and then started upfield and just stepped out of bounds. So the Hanover Wildcats get a real opportunity here defensively, pinning Madison back at their own 4-yard line to start this drive. Hanover lines it up with their defense set to go, and the middle, Austin Diedrich. Here's a handoff left side, and a little scat back out of the backfield, almost broke it long. The tackle is going to be made downfield. Trey Losian there, able to trip up the ball carrier, and a first down carry from their own 4-yard line, and Madison threw a little curveball from the power punch they've been running right up the middle with a runner going outside. That was Brandon Livers, the return man we saw earlier. So Madison will have it first down and 10. They move it out to their own 19-yard line. Hanover had him pinned off the kickoff on a mistake by the return man. Now a handoff at the middle. Owen Reed, he was the man for Madison in the first half, and he's going to be tackled after a short yard gain here. Short yards, I say, and it's almost 5 yards before he's said and done. 240 plus, 6'3", and an offensive line around him that can really move the sled, and now he's got the football out to the 25-yard line, so it is a gain of 5. Second down and 5 for Madison. Long time on the sideline talking with the head coach McClain before Stutzman, the quarterback, comes back to the huddle. Once they break huddle, it's up to the line and go. There's the snap, handoff toward the left side. Hitting the backfield this time was Reed, but again, he falls forward for the first down pickup as he takes it out across the 30-yard line. Just getting underway, third quarter. Hanover leads 42-14. Madison, who had some real success late second quarter offensively, getting started much the same way here in the third period. They have it first and 10. Football now at their own 31-yard line. Stutzman under center, 2 backs behind. He'll turn, hand off outside. They go again, this time with Tylen Coe, and he has got some room to run. Turns the corner right, drugged down from behind. He is marked out of bounds at Hanover's 27-yard line. And Tylen Coe that time able to break free and get to the sideline right, and the Wildcats see Madison move it for the third time now on a first down move of the chains. First and 10, football now at Hanover's 27-yard line. And again, Stutzman a long time on the sideline with his coach in a very tight huddle. They break it, sprint to the line, and you won't have more than a 1 count on the snap. Here's Reed, pitch out left. He gets to the open area, and he runs over a couple of would-be Wildcat tacklers, including a very sure and athletic Evan Zabatrisky. But he was able to bowl him backwards a little bit and get to a 9-yard pickup, second down and under a yard to go. Just a couple of minutes, almost a couple of minutes into this third period, and Madison is driving again. Second down and short for the Bulldogs. Stutzman under center, quarterback keep, and he's caught and drugged backward by Hunter Nicholson, but it looked like forward motion had him far enough in advance for first and 10, and it does. Wildcats lead 42-14. First down and 10, Madison on their opening drive. Remember, this started back at their own 4-yard line. A real mistake by Byer as he picked up a angled kick off the kickoff on the bounce and stepped out at the 4-yard line. But then one play later, they took it out near the 20, and since then have just marched it downfield. Here's Reed, open area again, and he will dive inside the 10-yard line, and he is going to be about 3 yards shy of first down. Second down and 3 after another 7-yard pickup. Madison found something that was working in the second quarter, and they're not going away from it. Wildcat defense waiting for that Madison huddle to break. Again, Stutzman still over at the sideline that whole time. Second down 3. Tight formation as always. Two backs behind. There's a handoff underneath. Reed breaks loose near the goal line, diving forward. He's in. Touchdown, Madison. And the Wildcat lead is now 42-20. 2-point try upcoming. So Madison able to drive from their own 4-yard line and punch it across. 42-20. And now it is Madison going for the 2-point try. And off left side, and this time it's Tylen Coe, and he goes through almost untouched as he rolls into the back of the end zone. 9 minutes left. It was a 3-minute drive for Madison to take it almost the length of the field. 42-20. Hanover does lead it. They'll have the football for the first time in the second half next.
Are your vehicle's tires ready for winter? Head to the Pony Express Service Center, located on Highway 36 south of Hanover, for a new set of tires to give you a better grip on the road. Their services include a full line of tires, gasoline, and diesel fuel, and the Pony Express Service Center will deliver their fuel to your farm or business. Have their mechanics check your battery, antifreeze, wiper blades, and lights. The folks at the Pony Express Service Center are strong supporters of the Hanover Wildcats.
From birth and routine checkups to emergency care and rehab services, the Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic is a place where residents experience a lifetime of health care. It's a small community hospital that takes pride in who they are and those they serve. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic also supports the Hanover Wildcats in all their academic and athletic endeavors. They encourage everyone to cheer on the student athletes in the classroom, on the court, on the field, and in the community. The Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic are proud fans of the Hanover Wildcats.
Hanover gets the football back as they lead 42-20, but now Madison has had 3 consecutive successful scoring drives. 2 of those in the late second quarter, now one to begin the second period. It started back at their own 4-yard line. They go 76 yards in 3 minutes. Big play off the very first snap from scrimmage as they got outside and went from their own 4 to about the 19-yard line, and then it was right back to giving the football off to big number 27, and he is now going to kick it off, and it's an onside try that will not go far enough, and so the Wildcats actually dive in and pick up the football, and Hanover's going to have it. It was not going to go far enough. Austin Diedrich decided to go into the middle of the pile and did it, sure-handed. He did have it. Maybe not how you design it, but the Wildcats will have a short field here. The kick from, it wasn't Reed that kicked it. It was a man to his left that came up and kicked as Reed started toward the football as if to kick it, and so the onside only went about 5 yards. Diedrich dove in, able to pick it up, and the Wildcats have possession. 1st and 10, and they'll take over at Madison's 33-yard line. Bruna under center, one back behind. He'll option right, pitches back to Juneman. Preston Juneman toward the sideline, and he is caught and strung out of bounds right into the Madison sideline and their players. He'll gain maybe 2 or 3 on the play. It'll be second down. Dangerous as he came off the sideline over there. Players right up behind the chains, and first thought a coach was in the midst of that, but it did appear to be all football players that took the shot from the tackle of Madison on Preston Juneman on the sideline. It's a game of 3, second down 7. Nicholson wide left. Sabatrisky off to the right side along with Zarvaniski. This is Bruna. High snap, bobbled. He picks it up off the bounce, but he'll be caught in the backfield, and they'll lose yardage. Fortunate, though, they don't lose the football. That ball bounced weird and still was in reach for Andrew Bruna to go get. It was a high snap. He went up and got to it. Didn't have to leap, but had to stretch out with his right hand and batted it down. It came up off the turf, and he was able to reclaim it. 3rd down now and 13. That's a loss of 6 yards. For the Wildcats at the Madison 36. 3rd down, 13 yards to go. Bruna from the gun. He will work it left side, wants to option. Now he's going to keep it a little bit longer. Fakes it, keeps it up the field. Breaks a tackle into the open field. Andrew Bruna is gone again. Touchdown, Hanover. Andrew Bruna finds the zone for the 4th time in this game on a 33-yard run that looked like it was going nowhere for a moment, and then Bruna finds the end zone And now the Wildcats lead at 48-22, and another answer after a Madison touchdown drive. 33-yard run for Andrew Bruna. And the Wildcats right back at it as they'll go for the 2-point here to tack on to their 48-22 lead. Bruna with Will Bruna now standing behind him. He has Darviniski to the right, and they're directing some traffic, and Hanover's going to be forced into a timeout before they run this 2-point try. Take a timeout here as well. It's 48-22. Wildcats lead the 2-point conversion coming up next.
At Sapp Brothers, they pride themselves on the high level of service they provide and their ability to meet their customers' special fueling needs. From bulk gasoline and diesel to propane and oil delivery, Sapp Brothers is a fuel source to residents and businesses alike in Marshall and Washington counties. They can deliver a variety of bulk fuels to where you need it, at your home or out in the field. Contact them for a competitive fuel quote. Call their Hanover office at 337-2446.
Hanover has the lead, and they'll have a 2-point try coming up. But Andrew Bruna that time, they were working that to the left, and that's twice they have started to play left side. That's ended up with a wide-open field to the right by the time Andrew Bruna was done cutting it back against the grain. This time he got out to the open field. You could tell at the 15-yard line there was nobody with an angle, and Bruna takes it in. So the Wildcats out of the timeout now will line up for the 2-point try. They didn't have the personnel they wanted where they wanted, so they had to take a timeout. Bruna under center. And pitch out right side for Will Bruna. Option pass back in the end zone. Wide open. Catch is made. Hunter Nicholson. And the Hanover Wildcats now lead 50-22. Stay with us. More Wildcat football continues on 100.9.
In today's economy, you need a banking partner that understands agriculture, that can help you make the big decisions a little bit easier. From getting the right equipment to even the seed you need to plant your fields. In this part of the country, agriculture is more than just a job. It's a way of life. Citizen State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Running your business is a challenge. Getting insurance shouldn't be. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance, and we know you have many decisions to make every day. You don't need to be tied up worrying about business and commercial auto insurance. We can insure your company vehicle or fleet easily. We have the right coverage for your company, giving you the protection you need. Visit Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenlee, Hanover, and Marysville for your business and commercial auto coverage.
Kickoff of the Hanover Wildcats, and a return by Madison takes it out across the 20-yard line, and Bulldog a little slow to get up, being helped up by a couple of Hanover Wildcats. The Wildcat lead now 50-22 after the Andrew Bruna 33-yard touchdown run, and on an option pass, Will Bruna hitting Hunter Nicholson in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 50-12, Wildcats lead it. Madison with the football. Wildcats have been able to score, obviously, but what they haven't been able to do the last three offensive possessions for Madison is stop them. Here's Tylen Coe getting outside, and he's going to be caught, wrapped up, and brought down by Preston Juniman. He not only catches him, but then sends him backwards and into the backfield. That should be maybe a back to the line of scrimmage at best. It will be a loss of 1. 2nd down, 11, and Preston Juniman played that to perfection. Tried to get outside. It's almost the same play to the opposite side of the field that Madison ran from their 4-yard line after that last kickoff. But Coe was able to get outside and go with, and Juniman this time did not let him get outside contain, and then went ahead and finished the play off. 2nd down, 11 with 7:19 to work here in the third quarter. Madison up over the football. Stutzman hands off underneath. They fake the counter, and the Wildcats stand this one up again. That is going to be 3rd down and long. Ethan Tritchie out of the pile that time. 50-22 lead for Hanover. They'll say a gain of 1, 3rd down, 9. Another big chance here for the Wildcat defense. Hanover last time when Madison started from their own 4, gave them such quick breathing room, it kind of blew an opportunity they had. Now with 3rd down and long, and Madison standing back at their own 22-yard line, if the defense can stand up, Owen Reed has not touched it on this possession yet. And they will not hear. Coe going to the outside left, and he's got some room and 1st down yardage. They ran a little counter play and started right, came back left to Coe, and he was able to dive it across the 30, out near the 35-yard line. It'll be marked at the 34, and Madison again 1st down and 10. Hanover with a solid big lead, but it's getting to the point where you'd like to get a stop on Madison, even though the Wildcats have been able to answer each time that Madison's taken it into the end zone. 3 straight scoring drives for the Bulldogs. Here's a pitch out left. This is Owen Reed with it. And the Wildcats this time may be spying a bit on where number 27 is going, because he was hit immediately after he turned it upfield. It'll be a gain of 2, 2nd down 8. 2nd down 8 for Madison. Wildcats with a 50-22 lead here in the 3rd quarter. Now just inside of 6 minutes. One back behind Stutzman. He will turn left, hand off right. Kylan Coe hit near the line of scrimmage, and that is Preston Juneman, the initial hit, and then Adam Darviniski would finish it off. It'll be a short yardage gain, maybe a yard, 3rd down 6. So they've tried some misdirection, and it's paid off for Madison in the second half. A little different look than what they came with just Owen Reed right at Hanover time and time again in the late second quarter. But this time, the Wildcats played it perfectly with Juneman and Darviniski right in position. And then not only in position, but to finish off the play. A lot of times Madison's been able to finish with yards after the first contact. Here's a pass outside, nearly a pick, and now a penalty flag comes in the backfield. That's going to be holding on Madison. Preston Juneman defending on the sideline, batted that pass away before it got to the receiver. And then there's a holding call against Madison. And so the Wildcats can either force them back downfield, which I'm sure they would on 3rd down and about 6. They can now make it 3rd down and long inside the, 30, almost to the 25-yard line. So they give up the down, but you get a lot of yards and flip this field just a little bit by moving it back to now Madison's 26-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and almost 20 to go. 4:50 left to work here in the 3rd quarter. Madison with the football. And we have a penalty flag again. Madison, the running back, Owen Reed, had gone, or checked that Gavin Byer may have been the back. Hard to tell, 27-25 with his jerseys. No, it was Owen Reed was looking for a direct snap, and you could see him calling for the football emphatically, and the center just never moved the football, but the line eventually did move. So that's 5 yards further back. Now it's 3rd down and 23. And it's back near the 21-yard line. Speaking of opportunities for your defense, it's the same formation. Reed looking for direct snaps, has it, takes the handoff underneath, takes it outside left, has a blocker in front of him, but the Wildcats with 2 defenders ride him out of bounds. Zabitrisky over in that direction. Looked like Diedrich may have had a play on it as well. It'll be 4th down and still about 17 left to work for the Wildcats as Madison moves it across their own 25 to the 27-yard line. So short yardage play. It wasn't much of a fake. Reed did show the football with a runner coming across underneath, but I don't think Hanover was fooled at all. And then when he took it outside, it allowed the Wildcats to really stretch it out. And Madison will line up to go for it. And back to pass. Fire downfield. It's going to be into a crowd and nearly picked off, batted down, which is actually the perfect play for the Hanover Wildcats because it'll give Hanover the football deep in Madison territory. Devin Juneman on defense that time, perfect position. At first, a little frustrated he hadn't picked it off, but I think maybe realizing as it hit the turf, it meant Hanover had a short field. And Madison going for it, down 50-22 here in the 3rd quarter. And the Hanover defense making a big stop. They forced him into 4th down and long, and Madison would go for it from their own 27-yard line. That was on 4th down and 17. And Hanover now takes over at the Bulldog 27. 3 receivers left. Bruna from the gun. Bruna looks left. Pressure coming. Now steps up in the pocket. Fires that left sideline. Had a receiver, and Juneman couldn't bring it in. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Rayburn was in the face of Andrew Bruna, and he was able to step up underneath, and then he was able to fire downfield. Had Juneman open, it was going to be a gain of 5 yards, but there was some room maybe to get downfield after the catch. 50-22. To just get another update on the Osborne score. Late third quarter, Osborne leads 52-28 over Peabody Burns. 2nd down 10. Here's an option play. Leo Burns is going to keep it. He's caught underneath. That's a play we've seen him break long. If he gets past the first couple of defenders up on the interior, that time they did a good job to catch the ankles and just not let Andrew get loose. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Wildcats at the Madison 25-yard line. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Hanover finally with a stop against Madison, who had 3 straight scoring drives for touchdowns. That was following the 2 in the second quarter, but they make a big stop here. Now 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. 3 receivers left. Quick throw out to the left side. It's a backward lateral, and Darviniski smartly covered that football up. They were throwing back behind with the 2 blockers in front of Darviniski, and as the pass came to him, it just fell to the turf. And quickly he got on top of it rather than give Madison the football back. So Hanover still has a play here on 4th down 13. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Sabatrisky wide right. Darviniski is the slot receiver to that side. Juneman stands beside Andrew Bruna. Nicholson left, back to pass. Bruna fires downfield for Nicholson near the goal line. Touchdown Hanover! On the money. Bruna to Nicholson. And Hanover finds the zone again, and now we'll go up 56-22. 4th down and 13, and Bruna stepped back, this time with some time, and Nicholson had a good couple of strides past the defender, but Bruna put it on the money. And the Wildcats with the touchdown, now with a chance to tack on 2 more and stretch this lead out a little bit. The big stop defensively gave them the short field. Now Bruna racing into the huddle off the sideline. Last time on the 2-point try, they had to call a timeout to get the play away. Here's the 2-point try for Hanover. Bruna from the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps. Ball fakes. Now steps again. Wide open receiver. Back to the end zone. Catch is made. And Nicholson with the catch on the touchdown and the catch on the 2-point conversion. 58-22. Wildcats lead it late third quarter. We're back after this.
Valley Vet celebrates Veterans Day by holding a boot sale with 20% off in-stock styles. Come in November 7th through 10th for amazing prices on the boot brands you know and trust. Durango, Timberland Pro, Ariat, Justin, Double H, Wolverine, and Red Wing shoes. Sale is limited to regular priced merchandise and styles already on hand. You're going to love the selection, from work boots to dress boots. And now 20% off during the Veterans Day boot sale at Valley Vet in Marysville.
A job worth doing is worth doing right. The crew at Orville Juneman Dozer Service and Or-Ow Quarries of Hanover is hardworking and can complete a variety of jobs for your residential or commercial projects and your farm and ranch needs. From site prep work and conservation work to building and repairing waterways, terraces, and ponds, Orville Juneman Dozer Service takes pride in their quality workmanship. They also have ag lime and road rock of all sizes for special projects. Give them a call at 337-2482.
Well, the Hanover Wildcats have stretched this lead out now to 58-22. We are in the third quarter now with 2:53 remaining before the end of the third. Hanover will again kick it off. It all started with the onside kick try and then the Wildcats scoring, and then Madison going for it on 4th down and long from their own 26, and eventually the Wildcats on 4th and 13 able to get it down and into the end zone. Here's a return through the middle, and Matthew White on the tackle. Also looked like Zarviniski in on the play for Hanover. Also, Adam Ritchie with the part of that assist as well. 58-22, first down and 10 for Madison. They'll start from their own 16-yard line. Hanover's defense stood up the last time and able to stop. And Madison kind of went away from just the up-the-gut stuff. Now they go right back to it. Reed will have it left side. Tackle is going to be made by Evan Zabatrisky. Owen Reed takes it 5 yards downfield. Second down and 5. 2.5 to work, third period. Hanover had a lead at one time, 28-0. They would lead 42-14 at halftime, and then Madison scored the first TD of the second half, but Hanover now stretched the lead out. There's a left side handoff, and Coe is going to be stood up and pushed backwards. And the Wildcats on defense that time, we see Zabatrisky in on the play. Hunter Nicholson may have led the charge, it looks like. And now third down and 7 still to go for Madison, and they are still at their own 20-yard line. Nicholson, who, as we said, led that charge, seemed a bit shaken when he got up off the field, so Will Bruin is going to come in for him, and Nicholson will come to the sideline. Third down, 7 to go. Minute 40 left, third period. Hanover up 58-22. Here's Stutzman looking to pass. Pressure coming. Throws across the middle and nearly picked. It is batted down by Zabatrisky. But you see Ritchie and also, like, trying to get the other number, the Wildcat that was back on the play, Jaden Bruda, I think maybe have been the other Wildcat pressuring Stutzman, who had to get rid of it quick. Now Madison will line up to punt on fourth down and 7. There was a penalty against Madison, and that is declined. And so it stays fourth down 7 as Madison does line up to punt it. Punter stands just inside his own 10-yard line. Trey Losi back to return for the Wildcats. He'll stand at about his own 27. Fourth down 7 to go. Snap is there. Kick. Hanover comes after it, unable to get to it. Losi up on it. It lets it bounce. There were 3 Madison defenders right where the football was landing, so a smart move to get away from it. 58-28. Hanover does lead, and they have the football back now late third quarter. As the change crew racing from deep on the other end to set up camp at Hanover's 25-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will start on this possession. Andrew Brenna comes to the sideline, and Will Brenna will go in now to call the plays and run quarterback. He sends Juneman and Nicholson wide left. Zabatrisky and Garbiniski to the right side. Will Bruna back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run it. Gets by one tackler and out of the sideline, still on his feet, near the first down marker goes Will Bruna. It's going to be a 9-yard gain. Second down, 1 to go with a minute 16 to work. And we have a face mask against the Wildcats on this play, so somebody grabbed that face mask evidently, and maybe on a stiff arm, maybe on an offensive lineman up front. And so they'll deny the 9-yard carry by Bruno with the penalty yardage marked backwards right at the end of the run. It's only a 5-yard variety, so 5 yards. So let's see, is it second down and 7 or first down and 7? First down and 7. The run was credited 9 yards forward, then they marked the penalty off, so it says still first down 7. Will Bruna still in at running back. Now runs the left side, jumps out of one tackler, hops by another one. He won't get a lot of yardage out of this, but he made a lot of guys miss to pick up what he did. He'll gain 2, and it moves it across the Hanover, across their own 30-yard line. Second down, about 4 left to go. Second down 4 for the Hanover Wildcats inside 38 seconds before we head to the fourth period. Hanover, second down, 4 yards to go. Zabatrisky wide right, Nicholson to the left side. Will Brunall says 2 receivers staggered right, and Zarbiniski and Juneman. Back to pass, Will Bruna. A lot of time. Now fires downfield for Zabatrisky. It is caught at the 15. Bounces off a tackle. Touchdown, Hanover. Will Bruna to Evan Zabatrisky. And the Wildcats get back in, and they now lead it 64-22. Will Bruna, a lot of time back there, had to bounce backwards twice to get some room in front of the defense pressuring, and he let it go. Zabatrisky caught that, backpedaling. The defender actually bumped him toward the Wildcat end zone, and that bump, he just kept his feet and fell right in for 6. And now the Wildcats will set up for the 2-point try. Will Bruna will stay in there at QB. 64-22. Wildcats lead it. 2-point try here for Hanover. Bruna back to pass. Sets, fires sideline of the end zone, and it's just off the arms of the intended receiver, Preston Juniman. 10 seconds left. We are in the end of the third quarter, and the Wildcats now up 64-22 when we return.
Farmers Cooperative Hanover take this opportunity to extend their good luck wishes to the Hanover Wildcats. See the Farmers Cooperative for a full line of products and services, from fuel to feed, agronomy to tires, and grain to lubricants. They have it all. Their goal is to make your operation more profitable. Farmers Cooperative, with added locations now in Herkimer, Marysville, and Bremen.
Farmers Cooperative, investing in our owners' success.
And investing in our youth.
What the heck is a firewall?
What's the difference between SD and HD TV?
How much data should I have on my cell phone plan?
How do I hook my tablet up to the internet?
Where do all these cords for my new computer go?
For answers to all your burning questions, look to your local telecommunications provider, Blue Valley Telecommunications, providing phone, internet, TV, cellular, and so much more. Now offering IT support and consulting for your business.
It is a touchdown pass of 38 yards. Will Bruna to Evan Zabatrisky, and the Hanover Wildcats now lead 64-22. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken back at the 3-yard line. Kylan Coe, the return toward the middle of the field, and then he has stood up. Wildcats will wrap him and bring him down out across the 20. They'll mark him down to about the 23-yard line. Hanover stretching the lead after Madison had some things working, and the Hanover defense stood up and has made 2 straight stops, and the Wildcats continue to score on each possession, and it gives Hanover the lead right now at 64-22. Madison with the football, ball on the ground, and it appears that Madison, as the quarter ends, did they come up with it? Yes, they did. It'll be second down and long. We're headed to the 4th here in Hanover. Wildcats leading big, 64-22 when we return.
When it's cold outside, a hot bowl of soup is calling your name. Landall Lanes has a different soup each day of the week, all day long until they run out. If you're craving a great salad, try their winter seasonal called the Black and Blue Salad. It's grilled sirloin, blue cheese crumbles with romaine lettuce and tomatoes. If you've never been to their restaurant, you may be surprised to see how large the seating area is. Definitely not your usual bowling alley. Landall Lanes in Marysville.
Ron Juniman is the owner and operator of RL Juniman Construction of Hanover, and his expertise comes from many years of heavy equipment and dirt moving experience. He really knows what he's doing. His work is amazingly accurate, wasting no time in getting your waterways, terraces, and ponds built, plus you'll clear trees. He has done work throughout the entire KCLY listening area, and his rates are reasonable. Call Ron Juniman at 747-6623. That's 747-6623.
Just about to begin the 4th quarter of play. Hanover Wildcats nearly picked up another short field as the snap was fumbled by Madison, but instead it's a 5-yard loss, second down 15, and Madison still does have the football, but now deeper in their own end of the field at their own 19-yard line. Second down and 15 yards left to work. Madison to the line of scrimmage. Stutzman with 2 backs behind him. He'll turn right, wants to pass it, fires across the middle of the ball, picked off. Hanover has it. Juniman on the left side with the football. He's to the 15 to the 10 and finally knocked down just outside the 10-yard line. Devin Juneman, the INT, and now the Wildcats in business with a chance to cap another one off here. 64 to 22, they lead it. First down and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. They marched Devin Juneman off the interception at the 13. First down 10, Wildcats. Will Bruna back in at quarterback. He has a 48-yard touchdown pass to Evan Zabatrisky on that last possession. Trey Losi also into the huddle offensively for Hanover. Hunter Nicholson goes wide left. Zarbaniski to the right. Losi, here's Will Bruna back to pass. Now rolls out right. Going to tuck it and run it. He's to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Hanover. Wildcats find the zone. Will Bruna takes it in. Hanover, who was leading 64-22, now has put it in the books 70-22, and Hanover's advancing to Saturday. They'll face, it looks like, Udall, who was up big on Uniontown. The Hanover Wildcats, a 70-22 final here at home in Hanover. Stay right here. Back with more. Your postgame from Hanover coming up next.
The best place to eat when you want some amazing homemade cooking is Ricky's Cafe in Hanover. They serve up plates of your favorite comfort foods and put a twist on some tried and true recipes that will bring you back for more. Come help them celebrate 50 years in business and count on many more. Ricky's Cafe is also happy to cater your next big event with their delicious menu options. They are glad to cater any special occasion throughout the entire area. Call on Ricky's Cafe in Hanover.
Is your furnace as efficient as it should be? Make sure it is with a call to Hanover Electric. With highly qualified, experienced electricians and servicemen, Hanover Electric will sell and service heating and air conditioning units, plus they can do all types of plumbing work. They're the ones to call for residential, commercial, and industrial electrical work, and for plumbing, refrigerants, trenching, and backhoe work. Hanover Electric keeps everything running efficiently. They look forward to serving you.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
At Central Valley Ag, we're growing agriculture together. With multiple locations across Nebraska and Kansas, CVA is uniquely positioned to offer producers access to export, processing, and feeder markets for grain. Central Valley Ag is committed to adding value to producers' grain bids by serving as their connection to end users. CVA is also dedicated to providing innovative solutions in the development of a long-term strategy to help each grower achieve consistent profitability. Stop by Central Valley Ag today. Learn more about how we're growing agriculture together.
70-22 is your final here as the Hanover Wildcats get it done after giving up 3 straight scoring drives, 2 late second quarter to start the third quarter, and then Hanover, who had answered all those drives, finally put it in the books as their defense stopped twice, including a pickoff from Devin Juneman, which set up the short field, and then it would be put in by Will Bruna for the final score of the game, 70-22. That'll put them in what appears to be a matchup against Udall, who was up big on Uniontown earlier. Check, that was a late third quarter, and they were up by a big margin. Have not seen a final on that yet, but that would be the matchup. And a great fireworks display capping off the victory here for the Hanover Wildcats this evening. But that game will be coming up on Saturday. Yeah, it's 62-12, Udall over Uniontown. So 62-12, Udall past Uniontown tonight. So it will be Hanover and Udall coming up on Saturday. Game time and details on that we'll get to you as it comes in and pass it along. Let's get you details on this game, and then we'll get you underway on a Tuesday night. It started off with Andrew Bruna scoring from 18 yards out. Preston Ginneman, a 1-yard TD run. Then Andrew Bruna got another 2-yard run and hit Hunter Nicholson for the 2-point conversion. It was 20-0 Hanover. Wildcats then got a 30-yard run from Andrew Bruna, capped off by Cody Ringstorf's 2-point conversion. It would be a Madison touchdown that would make it 28-8. only to see Matthew White take it 70 yards for the kickoff return. Then Bruna hit Adams Arvaniski. It was 36-8. Madison would score on their next drive, 36-14. And then before half, it would be Andrew Bruna to Evan Zabatrisky, 31 yards. It was 42-14, the halftime score. Second half, again, Madison came out and put a 76-yard drive together and got it to 42-20. And then the Wildcats took over. Andrew Bruna, 33-yard touchdown run. Will Bruna, the pass to get the 50-12 lead. And then it would be Bruna to Nicholson, 29 yards. That's Andrew Bruna to Nicholson, 29 yards. Bruna and Nicholson also the two-point conversion. It was 58-22. Will Bruna then hit Evan Zabatrisky for a 48-yard touchdown pass. And Will Bruna would eventually score the final points of the game when he took it in on a 13-yard touchdown run, and that would put the point rule in effect. 70-22 is your final. The Hanover Wildcats with the win. Advancing to Saturday, they'll face Udall. That'll do it here from Hanover. Our thanks to all the Wildcat staff for always being great help to us here in Hanover, and to our studio engineer, Bernie Pancella. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Tuesday.